All right. Good morning, everybody. I'd like to call to order the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Enforcement Special Magistrate hearing for February 29th. What are we going to call this? The leap year edition? It's a little after 9 o'clock. My name's Keith Davis. I'm the special magistrate appointed by the city to preside over today's hearing. First thing we need to do is swear in everyone who's going to be talking to me today about anything on our agenda. So whether it's city staff or a respondent who has been cited for a code case, if you're going to be talking to me about anything on today's agenda, if you'll please stand, raise your right hand so I can swear you all in. I'll do that for everybody at the same time. Thank you. Do each of you swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that your testimony today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. You can all have a seat. I know generally we have a sign-in sheet, and we'll more or less be taking the cases in the order that folks signed up. There may be a couple of cases, I'm not sure, where we have to get some city staff who may be present out of here, so that those may get called first as well. But when your case is called, if you'll please come up to the podium in the middle of the room, and that's where you'll be able to talk to me about your case. The way we'll proceed with each matter is that I'll hear from the city first. The city will likely present testimony about the alleged violation. I will typically have a file that contains documents, including the notice documents that you may have received about today's hearing. There may be photographs, there may be other permit documents or correspondence, depending on the nature of the case. If you would like to review that file, you have the opportunity to do so. You do not have to if you do not want to. If you have questions of the city's witnesses about their presentation, you're allowed to ask them questions. If you don't have questions, you can just tell me about the case from your point of view. Once I've heard everything from you and from the city, in all likelihood today, I will enter an order that resolves the matter in some form or fashion. So that's generally how we will proceed. And why don't we go ahead and get started?
Okay, we are going to go to page 4 of the agenda. Case number 14, item number 14, case number 20-123. This is a status hearing for 524 South Dixie Highway. Property owner is CJS Checkers Lake Worth LLC. Officer Dorcius.
Morning.
Code Officer Fedleen Dorcius with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Division. Per the Special Magistrate's order, this is the end. Per the Special Magistrate's order, this is an annual status update. All required fee to the city has been paid, and the city's horticulture specialist, Dave McGrew, conducted a site visit and confirmed that the trees had received the yearly restoration pruning in accordance with the stipulated agreement. The restoration plan submitted by Zimmerman Tree Service in the Special Magistrate's order. There is a copy of the order, payments, letter from the Respondents Council regarding the status of the restoration, and approval email from Mr. McGrew in the file.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Michael Munoz on behalf of Checkers Drive-In Restaurants. We are the tenant on the space. As the inspector noted, proceeding per the order, we have Zimmerman out there. They did some restorative pruning recently. I know that we've been in touch with the horticulturalist. Everything's really on track, and the fines that were the subject of the original order on February 24th, 2022 have been paid. So just kind of chugging along. I know it's a yearly update, so we're going to be here a couple more times. But
okay.
Yeah.
But it sounds like everything is in there, right? So is there anything I need to do in terms of an order on this one this morning? It sounds like
One issue.
yes.
Two of the orders on the file are still showing up as claims of lien on the record, despite being satisfied. Is there any way that we can order a satisfaction of lien be recorded, just because they're kind of showing up as lien to the property when the owner is.
So when you go on the public records, it's showing.
Yeah, and it's.
But they've been paid.
It's the two fines, one of which was reduced and paid, and the other one which was just or one of them is the fine, which was paid, and then the other one was the tree abuse penalty, which was reduced and then paid.
Okay. You want to look into that? Or-
I believe when we talked about this before, that it was the city's position that they would stay on the property until the full order had been complied with, which is the 5 years of status checks as
Oh.
required by the code.
How far into that are, was this the
I
third?
think this is 3.
This is,
Or
this
is
is
this the-
22, this is 2 years in.
Second.
This is 3.
Okay,
Because the code,
was this a stipulated, you said mentioned a stipulated agreement. I see an order in here. Was this a stipulation?
Sorry, yeah, it's the order dated February 24th, 2022.
Yeah, I've got that right.
the code requires the 5 years of
Right.
status. And since this had to come through code enforcement, not just, the regular code provisions, then we brought those forward.
Okay,
Yeah, my client's concern is just, I mean, they're the tenant, but the owner's concerned about them encumbering the property for an extended period of time. Obviously, we're in compliance with the amounts are paid. Obviously, we've got the tree plan in place and we don't plan on changing that or deviating from that. But just a lien being in place for amounts that have been satisfied
Sure.
since.
I'm not even sure I can order the city to, I think that's sort of an administrative or I don't think I
Like
have
city
authority to,
Commission issue.
I could,
Yeah.
maybe you guys can chat offline, but I
Yeah.
don't think I can order anything in this case. It sounds like I'm glad to hear that everything's moving in the right direction though. Okay. Great, thank you very much.
Okay, we're going to stay on that same page. Item 15, case number 23-1507. This is a status hearing for 918 North East Street. Property owners Yadel Borges and Arabe Delgado, horticulturist Dave McGrew. That's a
A
mouthful.
lot of work, a lot of big. words.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning. David McGrew for the city. At the November 30th special magistrate hearing, the magistrate gave the property owner until February 28th, 2024 to comply the violation by having the 4 required 6-inch trees installed and that the permit be closed. A landscape final inspection was scheduled for February 21st, 2024, which was conducted by the city horticulturalist, which is me, who observed that 4 6-inch caliber gumbo limbo trees were planted. The permit was resulted as approved on February 21st, 2024, and the permit was closed. Photos were taken and added to the case file.
So I remember this case last night. So it sounds like, again, we have, compliance with what was expected at the last hearing. Is there
Yes.
anything further that I need to do in terms of signing an or any further orders? It sounds
Well,
like
there's the issue of the base rate penalty of $9,600.
I'm pretty sure at the last hearing, I said I was not gonna impose that. And you guys could do whatever you felt you had to do, but I remember that case and I'm pretty sure I was very clear that I had no intention of imposing that. So I continued to stand by that.
If it's my recollection is correct, that you said that you were gonna hold your decision on the fine amount until we came back today for status and see where the progress was.
Well, it sounds like
Yeah.
you did what was expected, so I'm not going to impose that. All right,
Okay.
good. Thank you.
All right, we're going to go to page 3 of the agenda. Item number 11, case number 23-1904. This is a public request for an extension of time for compliance at 1737 16th Avenue North. Property owner is Frank and Ghislaine Mentor. Officer Dale.
Officer Letisa Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The property address has been read into the record. The owner is requesting their first extension of time through compliance date of February 28th, 2024. The case was initiated as an internal complaint on October 5th, 2023. Our door hanger was issued on October 5th, 2023 with 30 days for compliance and an additional 60 days granted if the permit was submitted within the 60 days. At the time, it wasn't submitted within the 60 days, but the permit was submitted afterwards and has been approved as of February 28th, 2024. The notice of violation sent out on November 14th in 2023, and the property in City Hall was posted on November 16th, 2023.
First hearing date was January 25th, 2024, where the property was ordered compliance by February 26th, 2024, with the $50 per day fine. To date, the property is in compliance and the permit has been approved as of February 28th, 2024. The city would like to grant the extension through compliance date of February 28th, 2024.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yes, I, s- I am, I wanna give it to you, if you really didn't know what you mean, because I speak to you, I know. Speak English.
Yeah, and I have the request for the extension of time. So by extending the compliance date 2 days, it complies the case.
Correct, and he wouldn't know any fees.
And there's no the administrative costs would still be required to be paid from the original order, but there would be no fines that have accrued. Is that right?
They're already
Correct.
paid.
And they're already paid.
He did.
So, okay. All right. Well, then I will grant the request for the extension of time to February 28th, which is when the permit was issued and when compliance was achieved. Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
And thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go to page 10 of the agenda, item number 40. Case number 23-749, property address of 308 North B Street. Property owner is Margaret Barter and James Loftman. Officer Dorcius.
Morning,
Good morning.
James Law. I was,
Just let me hang on a second. Mr. Loftman, I'm gonna hear from the city first and then I'll be right
Alright.
back with you.
Greetings, Code Officer Fedleen Dorcius, with the City of Lakeport Beach Code Division, case number 23749. Owner's name, owner's address are been read to the record. Property location 308 North B Street. This case was initiated from a citizen complaint on April 19th, 2023. Existing violation to obtain an approved building permit for the Tiki Hut installation. All other violations has been complied or resolved at this time. Courtesy notice number 13387 was left at the property. The reinspection date was completed on September 5th, 2023. The property is found to be non-compliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on September 12th, 2023. Certified mail was not received. The property in City Hall was posted on October 4th, 2023. The property last reinspection date was on February 27th, 2024. City had photographs of the property. The city had no person contact with the property owner. The recommendation time for voluntary compliance would be April 30th, 2024, or pay a fine of $50 per day plus administration costs of $425.29 made payable by April 30th, 2024.
Okay. Now, Mr. Lockman, you have the floor. I have
Yes,
your
sir.
file. If you'd like to review the photographs or any other documents, you can do that. Otherwise, you can proceed. You said that you have some additional photographs that you want me to look at, or you wanted to look at the pictures in the
let me
file?
look at-
There you go.
oh, These pictures were taken after I went ahead and took down the shutters, okay? After the shutters taken down, I had the driveway pressure cleaned. I had the pool deck pressure cleaned. And I sent for a permit for the Tiki Hut in November. I still haven't received it. I've got a copy of the application now.
Explain to me what you've done regarding the building permit for the Tiki Hut. You're saying you did apply for it?
Yes, sir.
Let's see what you got.
I was sold by Mr. Ringel, I guess one of the.
Yeah,
That's-
B as in boy.
Permit application, notarized, signed by me, and signed by the. Contractor. When I got the TPI, I was informed by the contractors that there are Seminoles, they have an exemption.
Well, I was gonna get to that.
Yeah.
To see if this is truly a Miccosukee or Seminole Chickee hut
Yeah.
to which the Florida Building Code does not apply. I don't know if it is or not. Let's have the building official take a look. I saw a notation on the application that there's no plumbing, no electric, and I know
Exactly.
those are features.
Yeah.
If they do have those, I know that takes it out of that particular exemption. But regardless, it appears that something was applied for. And let me see if Mr. Ringel, the building official, had
Peter
to.
Ringel, building official, City of Langford. No application has been submitted to the building department for review for this tiki hut.
Okay,
There is an exemption in the Florida Building Code that says they do not have to provide plans for the tiki hut, but they still must submit a permit application that needs to go through zoning review.
Right.
And zoning review will make sure that the tiki hut is appropriately sized for the property, appropriately located for the property. No building review takes place, but they must submit the application to the city for review.
right. So
Submitted the application. Okay, the
April.
contractor submitted the application.
And
I have it
that's the
here.
door hanger. Did
I
not
don't
know
inspection
where it
done,
went.
still nothing.
Okay.
Well,
With the
And he
building
never submitted the
department.
apparently
permit.
nobody at City Hall has seen it either. So,
There's no record of the submittal in our permit system.
Well,
and I do understand the distinction between the building code permitting and the zoning requirements, even though a true Miccosukee or Seminole Chickee hut does not have to go through building code review. It does still have to go through zoning in terms of setbacks and, as Mr. Ringel said,
That's all
lot
right,
coverage
but-
and that sort of thing. So,
Your Honor, I've had a contractor try to reach Mr. Ringel on several occasions. I've tried to reach him on.
well, and I'm not sure he's the right person to reach on this. I don't know, since if it's not a building code permit and it's more of a zoning code, I don't know where it goes. I'm not sure. But regardless, what I'm hearing from you is that you have a contractor who told you he submitted something, and I'm hearing from the city that nobody at City Hall has seen anything
Haven't
submitted.
received
Applications, here's my card. I've returned all my phone calls and emails as of 8 o'clock this morning. So if they reached out to me, I have replied.
No, you haven't.
All right, sir. All right.
If you submit that application, it will be denied because the seminal information for the contractor is not included in the submittal.
That is my understanding as well. There has to be a documentation that one of those tribes is involved with the construction of the hut. It's got to be and that there's certain documentation that has to be submitted. I'm aware of that as well.
Your Honor.
Yeah.
The city will pull the case for today and allow the respondent to
Okay.
work through this permit issue.
All right.
So we'll bring it back another time if necessary.
So do you understand what the city attorney is indicating?
Yeah,
sir?
what I don't understand is where the application goes.
I wish I could tell you.
The address on his card, 1900 Second Avenue North, you have to submit it to the building division. And then they'll send it to planning and zoning for review, but it has to go to the building division first. So you just stop by the office and turn in the application.
So here's what's going to happen. That's coming off the code enforcement docket. So I'm not going to do anything with it because they're pulling the case, which gives you an opportunity to get this straightened out in terms of getting the correct application and complete application submitted to the correct department and get it into the process, but you're not going to be involved with code enforcement at this point.
Okay, so they're gonna re-inspect it?
Well, I think from what I'm hearing, you need to submit you need to make sure that application gets submitted. If it was and nobody got it, I would suggest you have it submitted again. But either way, it's coming off the code enforcement docket to give you an opportunity again to work through the application processing system.
Okay, the problem is that the agent who is, the contractor, keeps trying to reach, the code people and can't reach them. I've tried myself. Are you Ms. Georgius?
I
All
am.
right, well, Ms.
Okay.
Robinson, can you work with him offline and get him the correct contact information? And they're gonna give you,
Yeah, but obviously I'm gonna need some help here because I did what I was.
well, and you're gonna get it, okay? Thank you very much, sir. Yep.
Okay, we're going to go to page 11 of the agenda, item number 44, case number 23-1547, property address of 821 North Federal Highway. Property owner is 3 Trust LLC, Officer Dorcius.
Yeah.
Greetings, Code Officer Fedleen Dorcius with the City of Lake Forest Beach Code Division, case number 23-1547. Owner's name, owner's address already been read into the record. Property location 821 North Federal Highway. This case was initiated from an internal license complaint on August 10th, 2023. Existing violations 14-32 business license, 14-35 use and occupancy inspection. The property owner failed inspection number 59488 on January 18th, 2024 for the following violations: to place unit numbers on unit doors, to remove outdoor storage, to seal crack observed on nearer front soffit, to obtain the current registrations or remove an inoperable vehicle, and to also satisfy the red tag violation from case number 23-2369. As of this time, the owner has emailed photos of the violation correction for the outdoor storage on January 20th, 2024. And the owner also emailed photos of the vehicle registrations being updated on January 23rd, 2024. All other violations still currently exist. Permit number 24-554 for the red tag violation was submitted on February 23rd, 2024. The permit is still currently in plan review. All other violations at this time has been complied or resolved. Formal notice of violation was issued via certified mail on September 13th, 2023. Certified mail was not received. The property in City Hall was posted on October 4th, 2023. The last reinspection was on February 26th, 2024. Photographs of the property has been taken. The city had personal contact with the owner. Recommendation time for voluntary compliance would be May 29th of 2024, or pay the fine $75 per day, plus administration costs of $425.29 made payable by May 29th, 2024.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead and put your name on and address on the record, please. And
This is Juan Maya, and it's 826 North Federal Highway.
all right, and you're the manager of the LLC?
Correct.
Thank
yes.
you. I have the city's file with the photographs and documents. Did you want to review that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Here you go.
We complied with all the violations except for the building permits as of now.
According to the city, you've complied with the code section 12-18 regarding all areas to be free of garbage and trash, and you've complied with 23.4-4 regarding the fence, wall, or gate issue. The business license is still outstanding. The use and occupancy certificate is still outstanding, and the issues that caused those to remain outstanding were explained.
Okay, so as of right now, the only thing outstanding is the business license.
The use and occupancy inspection And you also
Okay,
got to
you
get
have
the,
schedule, correct?
but you also have to obtain a permit from the red tag. So until that permit is approved, you won't be able to pass the use and occupancy inspection.
Oh, I see. So we've applied for the permit, but it's not approved yet, so we have. to
You
wait
just
for
applied
approval.
for it, so you have to wait until it's approved and
Okay.
picked up.
I see, okay. So what can we do for now, Your Honor?
Well, the city's recommendation is to give you till the end of May to get this taken care of. So you'd have all of March, all of April, and almost all of May to get everything buttoned up, get it inspected and passed, and then you would be complied out.
That should be sufficient time,
Okay,
definitely.
all right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Is
Thank
there
you.
anything else you'd like to tell me?
No, that-
All right. Anything else from the city?
No.
All right, let me go ahead and enter my order. I do find proper notice. Respondent is present. Based on testimony and evidence, I will find the property remains in violation of city codes 14-32 and 14-35, but has complied with the other code sections that were cited in the notice. I'll allow until May 29th of 2024 to cure the outstanding violations. After that, daily fines of $75 per day are assessed until compliance is achieved. The city is awarded administrative costs of $425.29, and those will be due no later than May 29th.
Okay, we're going to go to page 3 of the agenda. Item number 12, case number 23-1215. This is a public request for an extension of time for compliance at 401 Barnett Lane. Property owner is Big Enterprises, Inc., Supervisor Hicks.
Good morning, Bobby Hicks, City of Lake Worth Beach. Case number and address have been read into the record. This case was initiated on June 22nd of 2023. It was presented to the magistrate on October 26th of 2023. The remaining violations are for business license for one of the tenants at the property. The tenant submitted application for the business license on 10/26 of 2023. The owner of the property requested an extension of time from 11/30 to 2023 to February 6th of 2024. An email was sent out on 12/6 of 2023 from Abe, which was from Planning and Zoning, on how to submit for the AUP to the tenant. On 12/11/2023, the business license was disapproved. The tenant resubmitted the paperwork for the AUP, was submitted on 2/2 of 2024. It was denied with the letter sent on 2/9 of 2024. The owners here requesting an extension of time. Also in the packet given is what is still missing from the packet from zoning. The magistrate, at this time, the city is not recommending the extension of time, as it seems like they keep applying at the last minute.
Yes, sir.
The tenant submitted the paperwork.
Let me get your name,
Sorry,
please. Thank you, sir.
Big Enterprises.
Thank you.
Tenant submitted paperwork. Apparently, they had reached back out to the tenant requesting more information. Tenant did not reply. I didn't know that. Now I'm involved again, trying to get this thing straightened out. All the other code violations have been taken care of on the property that Mr. Hicks failed to mention, which was, the open permit, cleaning up the property, all that stuff. We're just trying to get this straightened out as zoning at this point.
All right. Is that right? Are we down to the business?
Yeah, the only thing left is the business license for the tenant.
Okay.
All of the violations were complied. We're just waiting for the license to be approved and then pass the use and occupancy inspection.
All right. Over the city's objection, I'm going to give you one more extension, but I'll be very hard pressed to do it again. So I will grant the request for the extension, the 60-day extension in this case. I will push it to the end of April, whatever. Let's call that We'll call that April 26th. It's Friday. It's the last Friday in April. Okay.
Great, thanks.
Yep, light that fire under there, you know what.
Okay, we're going to go to page 21 of the agenda, item number 76, case number 23-2235. Property address of 927 South Palm Way. Property owner is Gina M. Devine, Officer Turek.
Yeah.
Suella Turek for the city of Lake Worth Beach. This case was initiated on 12/5/23. The violations that remain are 2-75.6.2, repair cracked curb cut at apron of driveway, update dirt driveway by killing the weeds, clean any dirty concrete bricks, pavers, or any other concrete surface at property. All other violations have been complied. The issued courtesy notice on 1/8/24, re-inspected 1/9/24, found to be in non-compliance. Certified mail was received on 1/13/24, and the property was posted on 1/10/24. The property was re-inspected on 2/12 and again yesterday on 2/28. There are photographs of the property, and I have had contact with the owner. The recommendation of time is April 29th, 2024, or a fine of $50 per day, and the administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 29th, 2024.
Is that concrete repair work? Will that require a building permit?
I don't think so. It's just a repair.
Mr. Ringel shook his.
Right away is being replaced.
Let me show.
Yeah, let's take a look at the photographs.
If you're not replacing the whole right away apron, no permit is not needed.
Okay. All right, yes, sir. Go ahead and tell me your name and address, and then we can go from
Yeah,
there.
my name is Russell Ayers. I'm the husband of Gina Devine.
Yes, sir.
We live at 1024 South Palm Way. We purchased 927 South Palm Way in November because the house was recessed. The previous owner had said that she had gotten approval or was in the process of getting approval from the Historical Society to build a 2-story, 2,500 square foot house, which was appealing to us. We purchased the property. I come to find out she didn't have approval from the Historical Society. I've been working through that process. We are actually on their agenda for March.
Okay.
And part of the plan is to move that driveway anyway, because they want to have a view of the house that's on the back of the property, which is considered a historic. They want people to be able to see it from the roadway. So we actually had the plans shift the property to the north side. So everything that they're asking us to do, for one, was already there when we purchased the property. So the violation should have been long before we received the violation for the cracked driveway, because that was cracked when we bought it, and the condition is what we did. I mean, there were some hedges in there, and we cleaned up the property as far as we're maintaining the lawn. We took out some hedges that were dead. We've done everything we can. She said we received a certified letter. I have not. I did not sign for anything. I don't know if you have that. If you have that court record, I'd like to see it, because we did not sign anything for a certified letter.
Yeah,
So-
you can take a look at, there's a USPS tracking document.
Yeah, but was there a signature? Sometimes they just leave it at wherever, and if we didn't get, but that's beside it.
Well, what it says is delivered, left with individual at Lake Worth Beach, Florida.
So, I mean, we have,
Happy to. for you to
we have people maintaining our property. It could have been anybody but us, but anyway, we don't feel that we received the notice. And this all started because originally, because of the Historical Society we had to go through the process. We thought, oh, okay, well, we'll rent it out for the season. So I put a for rent sign. I'm in real estate anyway, but I put a for rent sign in there. And she saw the for rent sign and said that, oh, you need to have a business permit to lease the property, which I didn't know. And I said, fine. So we decided we weren't gonna rent it. And then my wife gets a notice from her a couple of weeks ago, a voice message. I forget what the date is, but anyway, saying that there was other code violations and specified the driveway crack and the grass. I mean, I have no problem, killing the grass on the stone or whatever, but it's all gonna be taken out once the building, the new building's built anyway. So I think there's a lot more issues on our. So there is some stone there. I don't even, to be honest with you, somebody piled it. It must have been my landscape guy that piled that stuff up there, but I have no problem getting rid of those piles.
Well, I think according to the testimony from the city, is that complied? Or is that still outstanding?
That pile is still there,
Okay.
yes. I had complied, VR'd the business license when they said they weren't gonna rent anymore.
Okay.
And the garbage cans were
Okay.
complied. They were put away.
So what you're looking for in terms of compliance is kill the weeds,
And to repair that
patch that,
cracked curb cut.
repair that. And so I understand what you're saying, but it sounds to me like you're still in the very early stages of this process, which would tell me that damaged apron would be around for quite a while. I don't think there's a.
Well, I had
Demo.
expressed too that, I had no time. I just happened to call her this morning and said, oh, your case is today. So I threw on my clothes and ran down here and I want to get this taken care of, but she was saying that there was going to be a $425 court fee for all this and fines and this and that. I will get it done, but I mean, my wife was in the hospital last week. My grandfather passed, my wife's father passed away. So we had a lot of personal stuff going on. So I haven't been able to really deal with this.
Sure. Well, and I'm happy to give you enough time to take care of it, that, reasonably enough time so that you can avoid the accrual of any daily fines, assuming, you use some good faith and actually go ahead and take care of it. Cities.
I've got the weed killer in my car right now.
Yeah, I mean, the city's recommending April 29th as a compliance date. That's 2 months.
That's good.
Yeah, okay. Now, since the city brought this case, they are gonna be entitled to recover their administrative costs, which is the $425.29. But I'll give you till the end of April to pay that.
Why wasn't this violation should have been brought up before we had the property, and it should have been rectified before we even got the property? So
You can speak,
because I had a sign out there, and I mean, I can take pictures of 5 houses on our street where there's 10 times the violations that this is, and
I have
it's just being kind of petty.
and I have
$425 to fix a driveway that's got a crack in it that has no bearing on anybody.
Well, and I have 100 cases on today's agenda, like I had 100 cases on last month's agenda. So it's in all likelihood, all those properties you're concerned about are on one of these agendas, because and if you're listening along as you were sitting in the room, every case that I've made a finding on was assessed $425.29 in administrative costs. Under state law, local government's entitled to recover the cost of bringing the case. And that is state law. And
what is the code for that you have? What are the code numbers or violations? The driveway's got some grass on it. Why is that necessarily a violation?
I'll let Ms. Turek.
That was under 2-75.62 to repair the cracked curb cut at apron of driveway and to update gravel dirt driveway. Contact building department. That was in case it needed a permit to repair it. Or to bring it up to date, or to kill the weeds on it so it looks like a driveway instead of a yard.
Anything else you'd like to tell me, sir?
There's no way to get to 420. It's not even gonna cost me $425 to do all this. I mean, I'm saying we weren't notified this in the amount of time, or I would have been able to have a chance to do it. The case was only brought up in what, November,
12/5/23.
12/5, so it's only been 2 months. I've heard cases that have been a year.
Well, it's been all of December, all of January, and that's been 3 months since the case was filed.
That, the original case was for the building, not, I mean, in a business.
Understood.
So that was rectified long before all this. Then she came up with these.
That's correct.
And because I'm here, I just thought they was wanted.
Even if you weren't here, I would have heard the case and assessed the $425.29.
So what I accomplished nothing.
That's your opinion. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me? All right. Anything else from the city?
No, sir.
All right. City does have proper notice in this case. Respondent is present at today's hearing. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I'm going to find the property has complied with all the case code sections originally cited in the notice, with the exception of City Code 2-75.6.2. I'm going to allow till April 29th to cure those outstanding violations. After that, daily fines of $50 per day are assessed. Until compliance is achieved, the city is awarded administrative costs of $425.29 payable no later than April 29th. Thank you very much.
Okay, we're going to stay on that page. Item number 78, case number 23-1639, property address of 1732 Second Avenue North, Unit 10. Property owner is GCG American Remodeling Properties LLC, Officer Tyler. And Special Magistrate, they've signed in, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cases. Would you like me to call all of them?
Yep.
Okay, so then we are going to go to, the next one is on page 23.
Thank you.
Item number 83, case number 23-1913, property address of 1732 Second Avenue North, Unit number 5. Property owner is GMCO Family Rentals LLC. Item 84, case number 23-1914, property address of 1732 Second Avenue North, number 6. Property owner is GMCO Family Rentals LLC. Page 24, item 86, case number 23-1916, property address of 1732 Second Avenue North, number 8. Property owner is GMCO Family Rentals LLC. Item number 87, case number 23-1970, property address of 1732 Second Avenue North, Unit 9. Property owner GMCO Family Rentals LLC. Page 25, item number 89, case number 23-1919, property address of 1732 Second Avenue North, Unit 12. Property owner GMCO Family Rentals LLC, Officer Tyler.
Officer Tyler, City of Lake Worth Beach, code compliance. The owner's name and address has been already read on the record. This was initiated for a business license. Existing violations are 1432 business license and 1435 use and occupancy inspection. All other violations have been complied or resolved.
Let me just stop you so that are all 6 cases going to be in the same posture in terms of the code sections that were cited and the code sections that have been resolved and the code sections that are outstanding? Are they all identical?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay. You can go ahead. I
Right.
just wanted to make that's what I figured, but I wanted to make sure.
Okay. For all 6, the notice of violation, courtesy notice of violation was posted on October the 2nd and October the 5th of 2023, re-inspected on November 6th, 2023. Notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on November 21st, 2023. Certified mail was received November 27th, 2023, and the property was posted and City Hall was posted on November 22nd, 2023. Last re-inspection was February 27th, 2024. There are photographs of the violations. There has not been any contact with the owner from the city or with the city. The city is recommending the owner be given until April 1st, 2024 for compliance or pay the fines of $75 per day. The city is also asking that the administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 1st, 2024.
All right, so this is all about business license and
Correct.
use and occupancy. Is it per unit or is it for the whole?
It's per unit.
Right, so there's 6 units that don't have it.
Correct.
Are there units in the building that do?
Yes,
All right.
so the other 6 units all have been complied as of yesterday.
Okay. So there were 6 more cases, but they were complied out yesterday. Is that-
Right, so the only reason why it prolonged so long is because the owner of the majority of the units has the property owner that stays on site, and they did not comply the common area violations until this week. There was only one other unit, which is Unit 7, that has been working with the city since the case was originally initiated, and they were able to get their license as of yesterday as well.
Okay. Okay,
Good morning.
good morning. Okay,
She knew about it, I didn't know about it. so
Okay.
I'm willing to help her fight it.
and are you guys the owners of all 6 of these units? You're, okay. All right, so, what actually has to happen with these 6 units to get them over the hump and get it? Is it just apply and have the inspection, or is there other?
Yes, sir. Yeah, all the common area violations have been taken care of, so at this point, they just need to call in an inspection.
For the actual, each 6 of the units?
Correct.
Okay. So do you understand where you are in terms of the process and what needs to be done at this point?
No.
The city's recommending April 1st as the deadline to get all this done. So that's a little over a month. You comfortable with that period of time? Okay. All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to tell me before I enter my order? Anything else from the city?
No, sir.
Okay. So it's going to be the same order for all 6 of these cases. I am going to find proper notice. The respondent is for each is present. It's the same respondent. Again, for each case, I'm going to find based on the testimony and the evidence, the property is in compliance with the notice of violation, with the exception of City Code 14-32 regarding the business license and 14-35 regarding the use and occupancy certification. I'm going to allow in each case until April 1st, 2024 to get those applied for and get the inspections done and passed. If compliance is not achieved, what was the recommendation? It was $75 per day. So here's what's going to happen. You've got 6 separate cases. So, your worst case scenario on that is that if none of them complied, you're going to start accumulating $75 per day times 6 properties. So that's a lot. So each case is going to have a separate daily fine of $75 per day. So I want to make sure you understand how that works. So let me ask the city in terms of administrative costs. Are you looking for $425.29 for each of the 6 cases? I know in the yeah, it's one building with 6 units. So
This city would be fine to prorate it per unit, the one administrative
okay,
cost.
so there's going to be a $425.29 administrative cost that the city's going to collect. That's going to be divided by 6, and 1/6 of that will be applied to each case. But that will also be due to the city no later than April 1st. All right. You have any? No, that's regardless. That's because the city had to bring the case. So the $425.29 has to be paid no matter what. What you're going to avoid by complying before April 1st is the $75 per day on each file. Okay. All right. You'll get you'll get 6 orders that basically all say the same thing, but that's what they're gonna say. All right, thank you, ladies, for coming.
Okay, we're going to go to page 26 of the agenda, item number 93, case number 23-1947. Property address is 25 South C Street. Property owner is Carlos Santizo and Monica Gomez.
Good morning.
Case 23-1947. Owner's name and address has been already read on the record. This is for 25 South C Street. This is a citizen complaint. Case was initiated on October 16, 2023. Existing violations, 23.2-21 building permit. Apply for, obtain, and pick up a permit for all fencing and windows installed. 1432 business license and 1435 use and occupancy inspection. All other violations have been complied or resolved. Notice of courtesy violation was handed to the owner on October 17th, 2023, re-inspected on November the 6th. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail November 20th, 2023. Certified mail was returned December 19th, 2023, posted at the property in City Hall 11/20/2023. Property was re-inspected on January 23rd, 2024. There are photos of the violation. There has been contact with the property owner. The city is recommending that the owner be given until April 1st, 2024 for compliance or pay the fines of $75 per day. The city is also asking the administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 1st, 2024.
There's a notation in the file under 23.2-21 regarding the building permit.
Yes.
It says window 11-3. Does that mean the window permit was applied for? Or?
The window permit was applied for, it was disapproved, but
Okay.
they have not resubmitted.
Okay.
But for the fencing, there has been no permit application submitted at all. I believe the owner stated that they were waiting for a survey.
And they're replacing enough of the fence that is it?
The
half?
front fence was completely installed.
Oh, so that's already been done. And,
Yes, sir.
And it was, okay. I see. All right. Is the building permit issues what's holding up the business license?
Yes.
All right. Good morning. Go ahead. And
Yeah, the property of 25 South Street.
yes, ma'am.
That's true, everything that you say, it's true, we haven't, for the welding, we haven't submitted, the application still. But we're gonna do it as soon as for everything that's going on. And also from the fence, I already, which is did last year from the survey, but we're still waiting for it. I don't know how long it takes to do the survey, so that's why we haven't submitted for the fence yet.
And the survey is required to submit a complete application to get that permit. Is that right? Yeah. Well, it shouldn't take that long to get a survey.
Long.
Peter Rings, it takes at least a month to get a surveyor out to a property right now. Very busy.
Okay. Once the permit is issued, is that going to get this out of code enforcement? Or are you looking for it has to be well, I guess let me back up and ask this question. All the work's been done. Now it's a matter of getting the permits and getting it inspected. So
Correct.
if the work was done correctly and it passes the inspection,
Right.
that'll
but
be
once
that.
both
But if the
applications-
inspection finds a deficiency, then something more may have to happen. But
Correct.
that
Once
won't-
both applications are approved in our system, they will be able to pass their use and occupancy
Okay.
inspection.
Well, based on the testimony that I have heard in terms of survey issues, I think I'm inclined to stretch the compliance date out a little bit to give you time to get your survey. The city is recommending April 1st. I think I'm going to pull up my calendar. And I'm going to give you until the end of April, not the beginning of April. That'll give you a month to get the survey and then another month or however much time is, hopefully won't take another whole month, but to get the permit and get the inspection done. Is there anything else you folks would like to tell me before I enter my order?
Oh, we understand.
Okay. Anything from the city?
No, sir.
All right, well, I will find proper notice in this case. Respondents are present. City has proper notice documents in its file. Based on the testimony and the evidence, we'll find that the property remains in violation of city codes 23.2-21 regarding building permit, 14-32 regarding business license, and 14-35 regarding use and occupancy certification. But I will find the property has complied with the other code sections that were originally cited. I'm going to allow until April 29th, 2024 to cure the outstanding violations. After that, daily fines of $75 per day are assessed until compliance is achieved. City is awarded its administrative costs of $425.29, and those will be due no later than the April 29th compliance deadline as well. All right. Thank you, folks. Yep.
Okay, let me stop for 1 second. Is there a Carlos Guerrera? Oh, okay. Because he put a different address, that's why. 1131 North
Oh, no,
F.
that's the other property.
Okay.
We haven't hearing from-
That's, you do have a case next month on that
Yeah.
part. Okay, I just wanted to make sure you weren't here for that case.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next month, which is March 28th.
Oh,
Okay,
you.
thank you. Okay, so we're going to go to page 3 of the agenda, item number 13. Case number 23-1481, public request for an extension of time for compliance at 108 South C Street. Property owner is Kevin O'Hara, Officer Turek.
Thank you.
Sue Ella Turek, previously sworn for the city. This is a request for an extension of time. The hearing was on November 30th, 2023. The correction by 2/4/24, extension requested for 90 days to May 29th, 2024. The city does not agree with this extension, and the violations are as follows. Areas free of trash and debris, 12-18, to remove all garbage, trash, and debris from entire property front and rear. General requirements, 2-75.62, remove all dirt, mildew from shutters, fascia, and door of front structure and paint as needed. Number 2, to remove and replace all rotten wood from rear structure and paint as needed. Number 3, remove all rotten wood from front and rear structure and paint as needed. Failed inspection. The rear building has been taken down, but all the material is in the backyard and will need removed. The existing building will need to be permitted and repaired. 2-75.6.6. To open all closed shutters.
So the shutters was resolved that you just mentioned.
Yes.
There's February 5th photos in the file showing a big pile of debris. Has that been cleared out?
No.
Okay. You said that building in the back has come down.
The building in the back has come down, yes, but that is the debris from the building.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I've got.
Let me get your name and address.
Kevin O'Hara.
Yes, sir.
108 South Key Street.
Thank you.
And
have gotten, arranged for financing, because I have to put a whole new roof on that, on the house in the back. And I'm looking for a contractor now, my friend and I, I haven't quite found the contractor. I'm gonna try and get him to do all the construction and take the debris away. I have arranged for the financing though, so I have the money, I just have to arrange for somebody to do it.
Okay. So what's left to be done, Ms. Turek?
Left to be done is to remove all of the debris
Yeah.
from the property, permit that structure and either remove the rest of it or rebuild it. And
Okay.
from the sounds of it, he was wanting to rebuild his garage.
Yeah.
Garage area. Remove all dirt and mildew from the shutters, fascia board, and front structure and paint as needed to remove and replace all rotten wood from rear structure and paint as needed, and remove all rotten wood from front and rear structure and paint as needed.
In terms of the work that requires the permit, once the permit's been issued and it's under, will that get it out of code enforcement?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what he needs. He
All right.
needs his permit for that rear building and then just clean up the property.
Anything else you'd like to tell me, sir?
It's like I said, I'm not really acquainted with construction work. So I want to get somebody to do it that knows what to get for
Yep.
permits and all the other stuff that I don't know about.
Okay. Your request was for 90 days. Over the city's objection, I'm going to grant a 60-day extension. So it's going to require you to hustle a little bit, but I think I think that's good.
Get somebody, I'm having trouble getting to come this time of year, getting to come over and give me the estimate and stuff
Okay.
like that, but I have somebody I'm working on.
Okay, well, I'll give you a little bit more time, because I believe you're trying, so,
It's my family motto.
good luck, sir.
Spelled differently.
Yeah,
Thank you.
And thank you very much.
yes, sir.
Okay, I've got to stop a second. Again, I have another sign in I'm not sure on. Is there Mr. Cohen? You put down 2012 North Dixie Highway? 2011. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay, where am I? Okay, we're going to go to page 11 of the agenda, item 47, case number 24-280. Property address of 326 North Dixie Highway. Property owner is All Good Things Antiques Collectibles, Officer Dorcius.
Thank you.
Greetings, Code Officer Fedleen Dorcius with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Division. Owner's name, owner's address are being read to the record. Property location 326 North Dixie Highway. Case was initiated from an internal complaint on February 9th, 2024. Repeat violation 14-32 business license for the owner, All Good Things Antique, and tenant Asian Style Spa LLC. 14-35 use and occupancy inspection for both the owner, All Good Things Antique, and tenant Asian Style Spa LLC. All other violations have been complied or resolved at this time. Formal notice of violation was issued via certified mail on February 12th, 2024. Certified mail was not received, is currently moving through the network. Property in City Hall was posted on February 12th, 2024. The property last reinspection date was February 27th of 2024. Photographs of the property has been taken. The city had personal contact with the owner. The city recommends repeat violation 14-32 business license and 14-35 use and occupancy inspection. Fine at $250 per day starting on February 12th, 2024 until voluntary compliance. Plus administration costs of $425.29 made payable by April 4th, 2024. Repeat case number 21-507 was initiated on February 23rd, 3rd, 2021. The case went to hearing on August 26th of 2021, and that case was complied on February 10th of 2023.
In this case, February 12th was when this case
Yes.
was observed.
The case was, it was initiated on February 9th,
February
but the letter wasn't mailed out till February 12th.
Got it. Okay. Yes, sir.
Hi, good morning. I am here representing my mother. She's out of town, but I will likely be representing her here on forward for
All right.
property and businesses.
Let
My
me-
name is Adam Asher.
Yes, sir.
And it's the property 326 North Dixie Highway. I just want to start by saying, all we want to do is be 100% compliant. That's what I'm here to do. And secondly, I want to add context. That sounds not so great as a repeat offender, but I want to add immense context to the reason of the repeat offense. In 2021, when this permit, I believe, was not applied for awning.
That was resolved. It's only for the license and license inspection.
No, I understand, but I think it's important.
All right,
to
go
this
ahead.
case,
Okay.
Thank you, to understand, because as a repeat offender, it's just not why. The reason being is that we were not notified, or they was tried to notify us, but we never received any notification of that permit. And when we did, it took about 1.5 years until it was resolved, so we immediately, once we found out in 2023, solved it as fast as we possibly could. That can probably be attested for. So that's the reason why the things here that happened just 2 weeks ago are now repeat offenses that come with immense fines per day. I just want to make that clear that it was done as soon as we knew it could happen, even though it was cited in 2021 and finished in 23. It happened very fast once we actually knew about it. We would never let something go on for 2 years that was accruing fines like that.
Okay.
So that's the reason of repeat offense. We were cited on a few issues on the 12th, as Bethany mentioned. A mural that did not have a permit, which was painted over the next day or a couple days later, very fast, the moment we found out. Because this time we did get the notifications immediately and started to address them. So the mural was taken care of and painted over. There was a banner that was taken down. I don't think that's repeat offense. There's stucco that was damaged that we repaired. The use and occupancy license for the spa was already applied for. They're actually not open for business yet. They're waiting for that. I don't know, like, the legal things of if you get cited or don't, but they are not open for business, and they applied for the use and occupancy, and it's pending opening based on that being inspected and approved.
Okay.
It's like something to think about. So the mural, there was a window complied with, taken care of, that was done. So basically, the short version is, this is the short version, right? Everything that we could possibly do and take care of in our power immediately, we have. As fast as we could, within days of finding this out. The only things that are still pending are not in our control, one of which is the use and occupancy license of the spa, waiting for approval. And then once it's approved, it could be inspected. It's terrifying to know that we're getting fined daily, just waiting for that to be approved. I don't know if that's even the case, but it sounds like it is. And then last, I think the only 2 issues like that they mentioned is the use and occupancy, and then there's a residential business license as well. And of course, that one's a little more complicated too. We went to apply for it the moment we found out. But the deed does not match the business owner name because we changed LLCs. And they would not accept our application. So I was hoping to be here and say, we have applied for that right away, but we couldn't. So now we have to have the deed changed to be able to even apply, to then have it inspected and approved. And we are in the process of doing that, but just circling back to getting fined every single day since 2 weeks ago. Immense numbers is crippling, but we're doing everything we can to comply, and I will be managing the property instead of my mother now, because she's just I think I can handle it, and I don't wanna have to speak here ever again. I just wanna be compliant, and I really mean that, and I just ask for whatever you can do to help us.
All right, well, I thank you very much. So what actually does the tenant need to do to get?
They need to obtain approval for the business license, and then once they get approval from planning and zoning, they can schedule their use and occupancy inspection. Although he said they're not operating, if you look at the photos taken on the 27th of February, they have their business hours actually posted on the door.
Okay. Okay. All right, well, here's what I'm gonna do with this one. First, I am gonna find proper notice.
Okay.
Are we good? Anything? that you
The
need to add?
tenant, Asian Style Spa, has obtained their approval through planning and zoning, so all that's waiting now is for the owner to apply for their business license for the residential rental.
Okay, so that's some positive news. Thank you,
Mhm.
Mr. Okay. Okay, good. Where was that? Okay, proper notice, based on the testimony and the evidence that's been presented at today's hearing, I will find that the property remains in violation of city codes 1432 regarding business license and 1435 regarding use and occupancy inspection, but that the property has complied with all other violations that were alleged in the original notice. I do find, based on case number 21507, that these violations are repeat violations, which were observed on the 9th, but noticed on the 12th of this month. So the city is recommending $250 a day daily fines. I'm gonna, based on what I've heard from you and how this appears to be moving forward. The original case had $100 per day fine, so I'm going to set the daily repeat fines at $150 per day instead of the $250 that the city requested. So, I mean, still do whatever you can to light the fire under your tenant and get them. Sounds like things are moving forward, so hopefully that'll be a short period of time. And then I will also, and that will accrue until these are complied out. City's administrative costs are awarded, which are $425.29. And then those will just be due immediately.
Just so I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's you're reducing it to $150 per day per fine or per citation?
$150 per day, starting February 12th.
Starting as
It's
well.
already started to accrue. And that's going to continue until these violations are cured. And you have to pay the $425.29.
Okay, so, and then, but it sounds as if they are all done with the exception of one license.
Which is yours? With the exception of the residential license for the
Correct. Which could take many months to have a deed changed applied for. I don't know.
I
But
don't-
to have a deed changed, then apply for a license, then it'd be approved for the license, and then inspection could take a month or two, I would imagine. If it isn't, I don't
I
know,
can't
but
tell
it
you.
could be and dozens of thousands of dollars before.
The only thing I can tell you is that there is a mechanism in the city's code to request a reduction in the total fine once the property is brought into compliance, and you're basically in good standing with the city. There's a process that allows you to request a reduction. And I would encourage you to get this into compliance as soon as possible, and then you can explore that opportunity.
So the fines don't stop from the day that we had corrected certain things.
Fines will stop when the city says you're in compliance.
And if it does take months for this process to happen, it could be 20,000, $30,000.
Good, and you know, that's how
Because I-
repeat violations are structured. It's a more severe penalty. So that's what you're.
Is there
that's what
any
you're doing.
merit to the reason of why in the context? of
No,
the-
I've entered my order. That's based on what I've heard. I understand where you're coming from. I am assessing a daily fine that's less than the city requested, that's what I can do and that's what I did.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. You'll get an order that
And then you
memorializes all that.
mentioned when everything's compliant, there can be a way to.
Stay in touch with Ms. Dorsey as she can,
Well,
there's a process that you can look into to request a reduction.
I think everyone.
You're welcome.
Okay, we're going to go to page 10 of the agenda, item number 39, case number 24-259. Property address is 1423 North Dixie Highway. Property owner is Pathfinder International, Inc., Officer Dale. What's his name? Yeah, he's right here.
Officer Letisa Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach. The owner's information has been read into the record. Property address 1423 North Dixie Highway. This case is a repeat case and was initiated as a business license audit on February 7, 2024. To date, all violations have been complied. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on February 8, 2024, and the certified mail was moving through the network. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on February 9, 2024. Last reinspection was on February 28, 2024, and found to be in compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact has been made with the owner's agent, MD, and a fine of $250 per day has been assessed from February 7th until the date of full compliance, which was February 28th, 2024. The property has been running in fine for 21 days to date at $250 per day, totaling $5,250.
Good morning, Special Magistrate.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm well, thank you. How are you doing?
Just want to give you a little background.
Let me get your name and address first of all on the
My
record.
name is Ahmed Dean Hyder. I go by Dean. Do you want the address of the property or my home address?
Properties.
1423 North Dixie Highway.
Thank you.
I currently live in Orlando, so I'm somewhat off-site. My dad is the leader of the head of the LLC. Sorry, I'm a little flustered right now.
Not a problem. Take your time.
I'm just here to support and not support, but I'm a little nervous right now. My dad's been overseas for the last 8 months, dealing with some family issues. So I've been trying to do my best with helping around. I know it took me a little while because I've been pretty much handling all his personal business matters while he's overseas.
Okay.
So I did my best to get all of our both of our tenants in compliance with what was needed. And I'm basically here requesting if you can do anything in regards to the fine. I've also notified tenants that we just want them to be in compliance. And it's also in our terms in our lease. And if they do, we give them their final warning, as if any occurrences reoccur, we're gonna just terminate their lease, as it's gonna be right here. We just want to be in compliance and rules of the city of Lake Worth.
Okay. And it is in compliance now. It sounds like there was a 21-day period where it was out of compliance. Same violation, same code sections were violated back in 2020 as well.
Exactly.
We're-
That's why I gave them, this is their
Sure.
warning, because we gave them that first time, this is like their second, third strike throughout.
In the 2020 case, did fines get assessed or was it complied within the time frame specified in the order?
Can you give me the case number?
201157.
All they had to pay was admin fee, so they complied in time.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me, sir?
I mean, I've said it basically what I came here to say. It's my first ever interaction like this, so I'm not really sure what the correct procedure is. So I'm a little out of my comfort zone. So
Oh, you're doing just fine.
okay.
This is not a formal courtroom by any means.
Well, all we request is that if a like deduction or waiver of some kind of fee would be applied to the total.
Okay.
Would be much appreciated, helpful.
Okay, thank you. Anything else from the city? All right, then in this case, I do find proper notice. The respondent has representative present, city has proper notice documents in the file. I am going to find that the property was in violation as cited for 21 days, but is now in compliance with all alleged violations. Those violations, the violations of 23.2-21, 23.4-19, and 23.51G were repeat violations. Based on case number 20-1157. So what I'm going to do is assess daily fines of $150 per day for the 21 days, which is if my calculator worked correctly, that's $3,150. City's also awarded its administrative costs of $425.29. All that's due immediately. There's no.
Understood. Would that be a check, credit card?
You can
Okay.
you can talk get that information offline. They can give you the
Sounds
logistics of how to pay that. And we'll get an order that memorializes all that as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to go to page 9 of the agenda, item number 35, case number 23-2166. Property address of 2011 North Dixie Highway. Property owner is API Draper Inc., Officer Dale. And the respondent has not been sworn in. He was actually signing in when you did the swearing in.
Very good.
Twenty-three 2166.
Officer Letisa Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. Case number is 23-2166. The owner's information has been read into the file, I'm sorry. This case was initiated as a field observation on November 16th, 2023. Existing violations are 2-75.6.2, remove all chipping, peeling paint from entire property to include structure and repaint. Repair all cracks and stucco on structure and repaint. Remove all dirt buildup from entire property to include walkways and structure. 19-85, remove vehicles from being parked on public right-of-way in the rear. 14-32, no active business license. 14-35, no use in occupancy inspection. 23.4-7, parking area not maintained. Repair and reseal all cracks and restripe as needed. Remove dirt buildup from parking area to include wheel stops and repaint driveway or parking area as needed. The property was re-inspected on December 23rd, 2023 and found to be in non-compliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on November 27, 2023, and the certified mail was returned. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on November 29, 2023. The last re-inspection was on February 26, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. There has been no personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is April 1st, 2024, with a $100 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 1st, 2024.
So other than the photograph showing the posting of the property, which were dated November 29th, the other photographs are dated November 13th. So are those still an accurate depiction of what
They
the
are.
property looks like today?
They are.
Thank you. Yes, sir. If you could tell me your name and address, please.
David Cohen for API Draper. The address is 2011 North Dixie Highway.
Thank you. Would you care to review the city's file with the photographs that I just mentioned I was reviewing?
No, I don't dispute that, but I never knew of any prior violation. So that's for, this was all new to me.
Okay.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but the
Oh,
respondent
you're
wasn't
right.
signed
I'm
in
sorry.
or sworn in.
He's even told me that. Let me swear you in, sir. Do you swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that your testimony today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Could you go ahead and start over?
So
Thank you for that.
I have the, I paid for my agreement. Then I removed the business license. Okay, so.
Yeah.
They're really, I don't understand where there's debris. I walk around that building every day and pick up anything that's on the floor.
Okay.
That's number one. The painting, I know. But
Yeah.
in all honesty, I'm broke this time of year. I
see.
just don't have the funds to do it until maybe April. That's when my business is very seasonal.
So if I gave you some additional time beyond what the city's recommending, like until May, you think you'd be able to get that all taken care of?
Yes.
Well, I don't have any problem giving you a little extra time in this case. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell me? All right, anything else from the city? Very good. All right, then in this case, city has proper notice. Respondent is present at today's hearing. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I am going to find property remains in violation as cited. I'm going to set a compliance date. I'm going to say May 17th. That gives you like an extra month and a half. So we'll say May 17th. After that, though, I will accept the city's recommendation and assess daily fines of $100 per day until compliance is achieved. So you want to make sure you get it done. In addition, the city is awarded its administrative costs of $425.29, and that will be due no later than the May 17th compliance deadline. All right. She can give you the details.
Okay, we're going to go to page 14 of the agenda. Item number 56, case number 23-1980. Property address is 1009 South B Street. Property owner is FYR SFR Borrower LLC. Officer Pierre.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Blake Pierre with the City of Lake Worth Beach. Case number 23-1980, owner information has been read. Case was initiated on 10/23/2023. Property location is 1009 South B Street. Existing violations are 1432, 1435, obtain business license and use and occupancy inspection. 27562, repair broken window, repair rotten wood and replace on door frame and rear. Remove dirt, mold, mildew on structure, but not limited to fascia, siding, etc. The other violations have been complied. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on January 17th, 2024. Certified mail was received on January 22nd, 2024. Property and City Hall was posted on January 23rd, 2024. Last inspection was done yesterday, the 28th. Photographs were taken of the property. Personal contact was made with the management company. City is recommending until April 1st, 2024, or fines of $75 per day, plus administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 1st, 2024.
Does the window repair or the wood replacement work, is that permit required? Is there a permit required, or is that small enough that it doesn't require a building permit?
I believe the wood repair on the door is small enough to be repaired without a permit, but if it's going to be the entire frame, yes, a permit will be required. The window repair doesn't require a permit as long as just the glasses are repaired and not the entire window is replaced.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. Yes, ma'am. Can you tell me your name and address and?
Lady Taktuk. 1009. Give me 1 second. The address again. 1009 SB Street, Lake Worth Beach. I'm a little confused because they were saying that we need to replace all the windows.
No,
And it doesn't have a window shutters.
no. So they don't have to replace all the windows, just the broken ones and just the glass that needs to be replaced. So don't replace the entire windows because that'll be another issue if it's on. So don't do
Just the
that.
glass.
Just
or
the glass
broken
from the
ones.
broken ones. Yep.
Okay, and that is until an extension until April 1st?
Yeah. So the compliance date that I'm requesting is April 1st. Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Are you comfortable with that April 1st date? That
Yes.
gives you about a month to get all that work done.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm happy with that.
okay.
And then I have another one. The 926 one?
Yeah, let's
Oh,
do
let's-
this one first because it's a different officer.
All right, well, let's finish. Let me finish this one. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me on this one?
No, only that.
All right, anything else from the city?
Nope.
Okay, in this case, I will find proper notice. I will find the property remains in violation as cited, with the exception of City Code 23-4.10, which was complied. For the outstanding violations, I will allow till April 1st to cure those. After that, daily fines of $75 per day are assessed until compliance is achieved. And the city is awarded administrative costs of $425.29 and will make the payment due date on that April 1st as well.
Okay, we're going to go to page 8 of the agenda, item number 34, case number 23-2135. Property address is 926 13th Avenue North. Property owner is FYR SFR Bar LLC, Officer Dale.
Trying to show in this pants.
Officer Letisa Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. Case number 23-2135. The owner's information has been read into the record. This case was initiated as a failed license inspection on December 12th, 2023. Existing violations are 2-75.6.2, repair, replace, or remove the damaged or rotted gutter spout on the side of the structure and remove mildew or dirt buildup from the gutter spout. 23.2-21, a permit is needed for the rear deck installed. As of February 26, 2024, no permit has been applied for. And 23.4-3, missing exterior light bulb cover and rear. The property was re-inspected on February 1st, 2024, and found to be in noncompliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on January 18, 2024, and the certified mail was delivered. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on January 24th, 2024. The last re-inspection was on February 26, 2024, and found to be in noncompliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. There has been personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is April 1st, 2024, with a $200 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 1st, 2024.
You can go ahead and put your name and address on the record again, and then we can talk about this case. If you'd like to review the file, you're welcome to do that.
Yes, I want to review the filing for that one. Lady Taktuk, 926 13th Avenue North, Lake Worth Beach, Florida. We have that one as past inspection.
I'm sorry?
Pass inspection?
Yeah, that's how we have it under. I don't know.
So they passed the inspection, but there were other items after that I noticed before I sent out the NOV, so I added that to the NOV case
So it's a new violation then.
that I saw after, yeah.
Yeah, because we have that one as past infection, so I thought we had nothing to do with that one.
No, the inspection passed, yes, but there were I didn't do the initial inspection. It was other items that I found when I did the follow-up inspection. And this was prior to me sending out a notice of violation. So instead of me opening up another case, I just added it to this case as I was instructed to do.
Just looking at what
Can I
was
see
cited compared to
You have the
what's
pictures.
left to do, it looks like that a lot has been done on this property.
A lot has been
there've
done,
a
yeah.
lot of it's been complied already. A couple things.
The
left.
biggest is just the permit for the rear deck. Which I've sent emails to them as well, letting them know that.
And then there's gutter spout issues, missing exterior light fixture covers, that's still
Yes,
outstanding.
yes.
And the permit for the rear deck, permit has been applied. You said you wanted to take a look?
Yes.
Yeah, here's oh, there you go. There's a lot of pictures.
The ones that are in red are the ones that are pending?
Yes.
Wasn't this the one that needed that I spoke to you last time, that it only needed to paint the stairs?
No, that is not the property. The property you're talking about was 21st Avenue North.
What is this in the backyard? Lord have mercy.
Our thoughts exactly. Our thoughts exactly.
It's likely we're gonna remove that. I don't think we're gonna be pulling permits for that. April 1st. It's not gonna be enough time.
Yes, because one Robinson City of Lake Worth Beach permits only have to be in approved status, not finalized and closed.
Thank you.
So, yeah, I mean, it looks like the gutter. I can't imagine that taking more than a month to fix, and the light fixture. And then since the permit's been applied for, it's just a matter of. Mr. Ringel, do you have any additional information on the status of that permit application?
The
It's-
permit for what exactly? Which part of it?
Did you apply for the permit?
No, I didn't. It was
Oh,
the
so
other
there is
vendor.
no, okay. So
Oh,
are you
it's not been
gonna-
applied for.
No,
I
it
thought I
hasn't.
saw a note in here that it had been applied.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
No, it
no
hasn't.
permit has
No
been
permit,
applied.
yes.
Sorry, that one little word, no.
I don't think we're gonna permit
Change it
that
to-
picture on the back, because it looks like it's falling down, so most likely we're just gonna probably just remove the whole thing.
Okay.
If they remove it, do they need any kind of, no, that's not no requirement for a
No
permit.
requirement.
All right, so, and then you think you can have that done by April 1st as well?
Yes.
You're comfortable with that? Okay. Anything else you'd like to tell me on this case, ma'am?
No, only that.
Anything else from the city?
No.
All right, then, again, I will find proper notice. In this case, based on the testimony and the evidence, I'll find the property remains in violation of City Code 2-75.6.2, 23.2-21, and 23.4-3, but has complied with all other code sections that were cited. I will allow until April 1st of 2024 to cure the remaining violations after that. I'm gonna set the daily fines at $100 per day. I think based on, you know, if we were in a posture where everything was still outstanding, I could see 200, but a lot has been done here, so I'm gonna do $100 per day. City's administrative costs of $425.29 are also awarded, and those will be due on April 1st as well.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, that's it for the respondents. Would you like to take a little break?
You want to take, we're doing pretty good today. Why don't we take a few minutes, go off the record, stretch our legs, and maybe be back like at 5 till.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
We're good. We're back live. Are we live? Okay. All right. We are going to go to page 19 of the agenda, item number 71, case number 23-1761, property address of 1600 South Dixie Highway. Property owner Lake Worth Commercial Properties LLC, Officer Turek, and then he'll need to be sworn.
Sue Ella Turek, previously sworn for the city of Lake Worth Beach.
Good morning.
That's okay. I do my thing and then you can do yours, all right? The case was initiated on 9/11/23. The violation list is quite extensive, so just give me a minute and I'll read all this to you. Okay, 1435 is the inspections and 1432 is the business license for all of the owners. So let me start with the units A, B, and C. Neighborhood grocery need an inspection and needs to be paid for 23. They need gas, ATM, and amusement games business license. D, which is community tax, is active. E, Fatima chiropractor, no Lake Worth business license. F, Blink, needs an inspection and paid for 23. G, AXG LLC. Needs paid for 23. H, Edward Barbershop, needs an inspection and he needs a second professional license for his second barber. I and J, Captain Shrimp, is active. Botanical Spiritual Supplies is active, but they have a new sign that needs a permit. L, Alcoholics Anonymous, needs paid and an inspection. M, N, O, and P is Premier English Church. They are in the process of getting an approved business license and need an inspection. They also lettered their door and put a new sign up. Q is No B Services, Inc. They need paid and an inspection. R and S is Anglais de Shema Incorp. Inc. 23 needs paid and a use and occupancy inspection. T, Florina's Boutique, is active. Those are the licenses and inspections that need done. The 1218, please remove all trash, junk, and debris from property. 2-7562, please do the following. Remove blank signs in ground. Number 2, replace caps on concrete ballards in second building. Number 3, clean roof is complied. Number 4, clean and paint the building. That's been complied. Number 5, make address on each unit uniform and visible in a 6-inch letter. As of a few days ago, that was not complied, but he did show me the letters were purchased.
Okay.
23.2-21, apply, obtain, and pick up permits for all building installations to include new windows and signs above any unit that needs it and on each door that needs it that does not have a permit. 23.4-7 is to update the parking lot with the restriping and thank you. And seal coat. 23.5-1 is to remove the pole sign. Those are all the violations. This courtesy notice was issued on 10/10/23. The certified mail received 10/10/23, and the property was posted on 10/12/23. Photographs have been taken, personal contact with the owner. Recommendation of time is May 29th, 2024, or $100 per day fine, and an administrative cost for today of $425.29 to be paid by May 29th, 2024.
The pole sign is the sign with the 2 red poles.
Yes, the big,
And that it's not like it can be fixed. It's
no,
not-
it has to be removed.
All right, sir, let me go ahead and swear you in. If you raise your right hand, you swear or affirm under penalties of perjury, your testimony will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Go ahead and tell me your name and address, and then we can.
It's Jay Gawali, my address is 1600 South Dixie Highway.
Yes, sir. I have the city's file, which has series of photographs and the other documents that were testified about. If you'd like to review those, you're welcome to. You don't have to.
Well, I do have the file.
Okay.
With everything, on your attention, I took over the property just a few months ago.
Okay,
And since I took it over, I have been fixing it as it goes.
okay,
As far as goes the permits for the tenants, I'm not aware that's the landlord responsibility in Lake Worth. Different cities, different, but I did go to each tenant and notify them. As far as goes ABC, I did speak with them the same day, and they confirmed that they submitted the permit and paid the fees.
okay.
Everybody else, I stay on top of it. And since I took the building, I've been fixing it. I just respectfully request more time, especially for the sign. I thought I can fix the sign because it just needs new lettering and new lights on the inside, which if I can fix it, that would be great because, you know, the sign itself is good, but it does need a new facial and new lettering. But whatever Ms. Wallace say, I'll do. As far as goes the parking lot and the striping, that come last because I'm still working on the building. The building was a mess, you know, and it was in violations with it for a couple of years. Because I signed on it in June on 2021 and I closed in 2023.
I see.
Till they finished with you, the end of 2023.
Okay.
So whatever left for me to do, I respectfully request additional time. Ms. Weller knows since I took it over, I have been fixing it, but I don't cut corners and it takes time. And it's not my own property, so my reputation on it, and I'm very familiar with all of this because I have served at the CDC of the city of Riviera Beach for many years, which is part of Riviera Beach, you know, CRA. And the sign, you know, if, like Ms. Walla said, and if you say also, if you want me to replace it, I'll replace it. It's a good sign, but the problem I'm having with it, if I replace it, it won't be visible. And there is no room to put it because now the sign sits, the poles sits on the sidewalk.
Right.
So if I replace the sign, the monument sign is gonna take part of the sidewalk. But and if I put it outside the sidewalk on the grass, there isn't enough space.
Is that why it has to be removed because of its location?
The city had adopted an ordinance stating that all pole signs have to be removed within a certain amount of time.
Just
And-
pole signs?
Yes,
not
all
allowed.
pole signs have to
Gotcha.
go. So if there's any repair needed, they're not getting permits to repair them.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
I mean, my order will tell you to comply with the code and
That's
yeah,
fine.
without being more specific than that.
I understand.
Yeah.
And I'll be the only one complying with all my neighbors because everybody have a high sign.
Well,
I've
But
had
I
some
understand.
removed.
Yeah,
I've had some removed over
no,
gradually.
I'm not doubting that, but I will replace it. I just need more time, please.
so the city's recommendation was about 3 months till the end of May. What are you asking for in addition to that?
I mean, I think 90 days is sufficient enough. I mean, I need much less time to finish everything. The only thing that's gonna take the longest is the sign. And I have no dealings in the past with Lake Worth.
Oh.
So I don't know how long it takes for the permits, how difficult the inspectors, how long for inspections. So if you think that can be done in 90 days, that's fine. If not, because that's the only thing that's gonna take the longest time.
Sure.
Ms. Suella saw the other day as we speak, somebody working on it.
I have the building official stepping up. Let's hear what Mr. Ringel has to
So
say.
as far as the sign goes, you don't need a permit to take down the pole sign. It just needs to be removed to comply the case.
Okay, but if I take the sign down, I need sign to go up and that requires permit.
But so
Oh, okay.
that'll, right.
For the code violation.
Taking
okay.
down the sign gets you out of code enforcement on that issue.
Okay, and then take my time to put them on.
Putting up the new sign is not a code enforcement issue. That's
Well,
building
you-
and planning and zoning and that, but it's not here.
I understand.
Okay.
But usually the sign companies don't work like that unless they double charge me. So they usually come, remove and replace. But I will work on that. I will discuss with them, no problem.
Does the parking lot work require a permit?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So back to the question of time, 3 months is what the city has requested. Do you think you can do this in 3 months, or do you?
I think I can, but if for some reason I'm a little bit behind, I can request additional 30 days or
Well,
something after that.
here's,
Because I don't know how busy they are, how long they have to submit drawing and stuff, but
So-
I think 90 days will be.
I mean, I have no problem giving you a little extra time at the front end just to avoid.
Excuse me.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
On the city of Lake Worth Beach, the pole sign has come down. Your permits only need to be in approved status. We keep telling everybody, only need to be in approved status. Doesn't have to be finalized and closed out.
Okay.
So 90 days should be more than enough time to get them in approved status.
That's fine. I did say 90 days is, I'll try to have everything done before that. I just want to make sure that I don't inherit the problems that the previous owners had with you. Because from what I heard, you guys had bad blood. So I'm a new owner and I've been working good with it.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I don't know anything about the previous owner. It sounds like I don't want to. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me, sir?
No, I appreciate it.
All right. Anything else from the city?
No, sir.
Okay. We have proper notice in this case. Respondent is present. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I think all the code sections remain. There's been some work that's been completed, but nothing has closed out any code section completely. Is that
Not completely,
Right.
exactly. So
Alright.
they're all open.
So then my order will reflect that the property remains in violation as cited. We will go ahead and do May 29th as the compliance deadline. That's 90 days.
Okay.
If it's not complied by then, though, there will be daily fines of $100 per day until compliance is achieved. So if you're getting close to the end of May and you've done everything in good faith but you're not going to hit that deadline, you are allowed to ask to come back to ask for additional time.
Okay.
Would encourage you to, stay in touch with the city. And if you need more time and that comes back before me, I would consider that. What I would want to see is, again, good faith forward progress and just, things beyond your control.
Like I say, I guarantee everything will be done way before that.
Okay.
The only delay could be from the sign, but that's all. But since I can remove it and not to take my time to replace it.
Yes.
So that's more than enough time.
Very good.
I'll take care of that.
And then the last thing is the city's is awarded its administrative costs, which are $425.29, and those will be due no later than the May 29th compliance deadline.
I'll have my system pay it right away.
Very good. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to go to page 12 of the agenda, item number 51, that's 51, case number 23-1878, property address of 1117 South H Street. Property owner is 1117 South H LLC, Officer Pierre.
Code Officer Blake Pierre with the City of Lake Worth Beach, case number 23-1878. Owner information has been read into the record. Property location is 1117 South H Street. This was a field observation. Case was initiated on October 4th, 2023. Existing violations are 1217, remove all garbage cans and recycling containers from public view. 1218, remove all garbage, trash, and debris from property. 1432, 1435, obtain business license for 1117 South H LLC. 1539, remove unlicensed inoperable vehicles on property. 27562, add house numbers on structure, remove repair rotten wood on fascia and soffits. Move forward with expired permit 211726, remove hanging wires on structure, remove canopy in yard. 27562B4, remove all landscape debris from property. 23221, apply for and obtain a permit for patio structure, windows, and canopy sale. 23419, remove our outdoor storage from yard. 23444, repair damaged fencing on property. Permits may be required. 23410A3, remove vehicles parked on landscape. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on November 21st, 2023. Certified mail was received on November 24th, 2023. Property and City Hall was posted on November 27th, 2023. Last inspection was done yesterday. Photographs were taken of the property and personal contact was made with the owner. The city is recommending that the owner be given until March 29th, 2024, or fines of $75 per day, plus administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by March 29th, 2024.
But everything is still outstanding. Pretty much.
Correct.
Yeah. All right, I will find respondent is not present, but the city has proper notice with notice documents in the file based on the testimony and the evidence. I will find the property remains in violation as cited. Allow till March 29th, 2024 to cure the violations. After that, assess daily fines of $75 per day until compliance is achieved. Award city's administrative costs of $425.29 due no later than March 29th.
Okay, we're going to go to page 13, item 55, case number 23-1977, property address of 1423 South C Street. Property owner is Jesus Nava and Lesbia Jimenez, Officer Pierre.
Officer Blake Pierre with the City of Lake Worth Beach, case number 23-1977. Owner's name and information has been read. Property location is 1423 South C Street. This was a field observation. Case was initiated November 23rd, 2023. Violations are 1217, remove all trash cans from public view. 27562, remove black nursery pots. To 2133, remove vehicles parked on sidewalk. 23419, remove outdoor storage from front of property. 23410A3, remove vehicles parked on landscape. And 23221, apply for, obtain, and pick up permit for a driveway extension. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on November 15th, 2023. Certified mail was received November 17th, 2023. Property and City Hall was posted on November 21st, 2023. Photographs were taken of the violations and personal contact was made with the owner. The city is recommending that the owner be given until March 29th, 2024, or fines of $50 per day plus the administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by March 29th, 2024.
All right, the respondent is not present, but the city has proper notice. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I find the property remains in violation as cited. Allow till March 29th, 2024 to cure the violations. Assess daily fines of $50. After that, till compliance is achieved, and award the city's administrative costs of $425.29 due no later than March 29th.
Okay, we're going to go to page 14, item 57, case number 24-44, property address of 1022 South D Street. Property owner is Marie Marcel, Officer Pierre.
Officer Blake Pierre with the City of Lake Worth Beach, code case 2444. Owner information has been read. Property location is 1022 South D Street. This was a field observation. Case was initiated January 5th, 2024. Existing violations are 1218, remove all garbage cans, remove all trash and debris from property. 27562, B4, cut, mow, trim, overgrowth, landscape on property. 23221, apply for, obtain a permit for a gazebo. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on January 12th, 2024. Certified mail was received on January 16, 2024. Property in City Hall was posted on January 16, 2024. Last reinspection was done on February 20th. Photographs were taken of the property and personal contact was made with the owner. The city is recommending that the owner be given until April 1st, 2024, or fines of $50 per day plus administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 1st, 2024.
The respondent is not present, but the city has proper notice. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I find the property remains in violation as cited. Allow till April 1st of 2024 to cure the violations. Assess daily fines of $50 per day after that until compliance is achieved. And award administrative costs of $425.29 due no later than April 1st.
Okay, we are going to go to page 2 of the agenda. Item number 7, case number 21-2610, property address of 909 North C Street. Property owner is Avita McCoy, Officer Tyler, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
Thank you.
City of Lake Worth Beach has entered into a stipulated agreement for lien reduction with the property owner, McCoy Avita, owner or agent for the owner of the property described below. The persons executing their stipulated agreement have the authority to enter into this agreement and bind. There is a code enforcement lien on the property located at 909 North C Street. Owner has otherwise met all of the requirements of sections 2-69.3 and 2-69.3.1 of the city's code of ordinances relating to the reduction of code enforcement liens. The lien existing on the property total $41,600, and the owner agrees to pay $4,160 to settle and release the lien. The city will recommend to the special magistrate that an order be entered reducing the lien to $4,160, and the owner agrees to make payment by February 28th, 2025. If the city does not receive payment as set forth above, the stipulated agreement shall be null and void with no further action to be taken by the city, and the existing lien amount of $41,600 shall be reinstated.
Thank you. I do have the stipulated agreement for lien reduction. I've reviewed it. It is in proper form and approved.
Okay, next we're going to go to item number 8. Case number 07-70211. This is a public request for a lien reduction at 817 North Dixie Highway. Property owner is FRB4 LLC, Officer Tyler, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
The city of Lake Worth Beach has entered into a stipulated agreement for lien reduction with the property owners FRB4 LLC, owner or agent for the owner of the property described below. The persons executing the stipulated agreement have the authority to enter this agreement and bind. There is a code enforcement lien on the property located at 817 North Dixie Highway. Owner has otherwise met all of the requirements of the sections 2-69.3 and 2-69.3.1 of the city's code of ordinances relating to the reduction of code enforcement liens. The lien existing on the property total $11,250, and the owner agrees to pay $4,500 to receive to settle and release the lien. The city will recommend to the special magistrate that an order be entered reducing the lien to $4,500, and owner agrees to make this payment by April 29th, 2024.
I do have the stipulated agreement for lien reduction in the file. I've reviewed it. It's in proper form and approved.
Okay, item number 9, case number 22-1071. This is a public request for a lien reduction at 819 North Dixie Highway. Property owner is FRB4 LLC, Officer Tyler. They entered into a stipulated agreement.
Yeah.
City of Lake Worth Beach has entered into a stipulated agreement for lien reduction with the property owner FRB4 LLC, owner or agent for the owner of the property described below. The persons executing this stipulated agreement have the authority to enter into this agreement and bind. There is a code enforcement lien on the property located at 819 North Dixie Highway. Owner has otherwise met all of the requirements of sections 2-69.3 and 2-69.3.1 of the city's code of ordinances relating to the reduction of code enforcement liens. The lien existing on the property total $1,950, and the owner has submitted receipts. The city will recommend to the special magistrate that an order be entered reducing the lien down to $0. There is no further action to be taken by the city, and the existing lien amount will not be reinstated.
He gets the deal of the day. I'd have the stipulated agreement for lien reduction in the file is in proper form and approved.
Okay, now we're going to go to page 21 of the agenda, item number 77, case number 23-1381, property address of 228 South H Street. Property address is Mohammed Garab and Joshua Garab. Officer Tyler.
Okay, owner's name and address has been previously read on the record. This was inherited from a previous officer as an internal complaint. Case was initiated on 7/12/2023. The existing violations is 23.4-7, maintenance of parking lot, reseal and restripe parking lot permit will be required. They were last disapproved February 26, 2024. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail, July 24th, 2023. Certified mail delivery attempted on August 1st, 2023. Was posted at the property and city hall, July 25th, 2023. Compliance postponement was given from November 30th, 2023 to February 29th, 2024. Property was last re-inspected on November 27th, 2023. Photographs have been taken showing the violations. There has been contact with the property owner. The city has recommended that the owner be given until April 1st, 2024 for compliance or pay the fines of $100 per day. The city is also asking that the administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 1st, 2024.
All right, the respondent is not present. However, the city has proper notice. Based on testimony and the evidence, I will find the property has complied with everything cited in the original notice with the exception of City Code 23.4-7, which remains outstanding. I'll allow till April 1st to cure that violation. After that, daily fines of $100 per day are assessed. Till compliance is achieved, the city is awarded administrative costs of $425.29 due no later than April 1st.
Okay, now we are going to go to page 14 of the agenda, item number 58, case number 23-1020, property address of 1105 South N Street. Property owner is Mark and Gretchen Zaffarin. Officer Turek.
Sue Ella Turk, previously sworn. This is a stipulated agreement. The person signing the stipulated agreement have the authority to enter into the stipulation and bind that the violation exists at the owner's property located at 1105 South N Street, that the owner is granted until 5/29/24 to obtain compliance as specified in Exhibit A, agrees that he or she will not be entitled to an extension of time. If the owner does not correct the violations and bring the property into compliance with the code section cited in Exhibit A by the date set forth in Section 3 above, a fine of $75 per day will be assessed. The owner understands that the City of Lake Worth Code Compliance Officer will re-inspect the property to verify whether the work has been completed to correct the violation, that the following additional conditions and/or exceptions shall apply to the STIP. The business license 1432, the Lake Worth Beach inspection 1435, and the removal of the inoperable vehicles 1539. And by signing the stipulated agreement, the owner agrees that all procedural due process rights relative to the case hereby are waived.
Well, I do have the stipulated agreement in the file. It is executed and initialed in all appropriate places. It's in proper form and approved.
Yeah, I'm sorry, what was the daily fine? I got 529.75. Thank you. Okay, we're going to go to page 20 of the agenda, item number 72, case number 23-1902, property address of 1205 South N Street. Property owner is Farhad Maruzi. Officer Turek.
Thank you.
Sue Ella Turk, previously sworn. Case was initiated on 10/5/23. This is a Building permit 23.2-21. Please have approved and picked up permits for paver bricks added, new AC and renovations done to property by contacting the building department. Issued courtesy notice for violation, hearing on 10-5 of 23, re-inspected on 11-9 of 23, found to be in non-compliance. Certified mail was returned on 1/10 of 24, posted the property on 11/14 of 23. Property was re-inspected 2/13, and again on yesterday, photographs of the property have been taken. I have not had personal contact with the owner, and the recommendation of time is May 30th, 2024, or a fine of $50 per day, administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid on May 30th, 2024.
Thank you. The respondent is not present. However, the city has proper notice with the notice documents in the file. Based on the testimony and the evidence, find the property remains in violation as cited. Allow till May 30th of 2024 to cure the violations. After that, assess daily fines of $50 per day until compliance is achieved, and award administrative costs of $425.29 due no later than May 30th.
Okay, next is item 73, case number 23-1956, property address of 1005 South End Street. Property owner is Chloe Summers and Lador Slitzensinger. Officer Turek.
Thank you.
Sue Turk, previously sworn. Case was initiated 10/17 of 2023. The existing violations are a permit, 23.2-21. Building permits will be required for all mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and building installations on interior and exterior patio enclosure. Inspections required. Courtesy notice was issued 10/17/23. It was re-inspected again on 10/17/23, found to be in non-compliance. The formal notice was issued on 11/16 of 23. Certified mail received on 11/20/23. Property was posted on 11/20/23, and it was re-inspected on 2/16/24 to be found in violation. And again, as of this morning, I checked the permit. Personal contact with the property owner I have had, and photographs have been taken, and the recommendation of time would be May 30th, 2024, or a fine of $75 per day, and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid on May 30th of 2024.
And 12-18 complied.
12-18 was complied.
Okay. Respondent is not present. However, city has proper notice with the notice documents in the file. Based on the testimony and the evidence, property remains in violation of City Code 23.2-21. I'll allow until May 30th of 2024 to cure that violation, assess daily fines of $75 after that until compliance is achieved, and award administrative costs of $425.29, also due no later than May 30th.
Okay, next is item number 75, case number 23-2209, property address of 910 South J Street. Property owner is Christopher P. McHugh. Officer Turek.
Case was initiated on 11/29/2023. The violations are 12-18. Please remove all trash, junk, and debris from entire property. 1539, please remove all inoperable vehicles from property and cease from using adjacent property of 914 South J. 2-75.62B4, cut and trim all landscaping to include bushes, grasses, weeds, and hedges. All other lot areas not covered by driveway structures shall be planted with living ground cover or other approved landscape material. Outdoor storage 23-4-19. Please remove all outdoor storage to include but not limited to all tools, wood, trash, tires, etc. from exterior of property. Parking prohibited 23.4.10. 23-4.10, no parking on grass. Please remove vehicles from rear of property. And landscaping 2-75.9, please add living ground cover to all bare dirt areas. Issued courtesy notice on 1/5 of 24. Re-inspected on 1/8 of 24. Formal notice was issued 1/9 of 24, and the certified mail was received, on 1/9/24, and the property was posted on 1/10/24. Property was re-inspected on 2/12 and again on yesterday. Photographs were taken. I have had personal contact with the owner, and the recommendation of time is April 2nd, 2024, or a fine of $50 per day, and the administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 2nd, 2024.
Thank you. Respondent is not present, but city has proper notice with the notice documents in the file. Based on testimony and the evidence, property remains in violation. As cited, I'll allow till April 2nd to cure the violations. After that, assess daily fines of $50 per day until compliance is achieved, and award administrative costs of $425.29 due no later than April 2nd.
Okay, we're going to go to page 9 of the agenda. Item number 36, case number 24-12, property address of 1114 North H Street. Property owner is Jorge Diaz, Helio Alfonso, and Ketty Alfonso. Officer Dale.
Thank you.
Officer Leticia Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance, case number 24-0012, and the owner's information has been read into the record. This case was initiated as a field observation on January 3rd, 2023. Existing violations are 2-75.6.2, dirt buildup on entire property. 14-32, no active business license. 14-35, no use in occupancy inspection. However, an inspection was conducted and disapproved due to dirt and bare spot areas in the landscape. Remove dirt buildup from awnings, freshen up the flower beds, replace house numbers on the structure, repair, remove chain link fence in disrepair, and completely paint the porch posts. The property was re-inspected on February 26, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on January 16, 2024, and the certified mail was delivery attempt, notice left. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on January 18, 2024. The last re-inspection was on February 27, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. There has been personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is April 2nd, 2024, with a $75 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 2nd, 2024.
You got rid of the chickens?
Yes, they did.
Okay. Respondent is not present at today's hearing, but the city has proper notice with the notice documents in the file. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I find the property remains in violation as cited. However, City Code 6-5 regarding allowable pets has complied. I will allow till April 2nd to cure the remaining violations, assess daily fines of $75 per day. After that, until compliance is achieved, and award the city's administrative costs of $425.29, which will also be due no later than April 2nd.
Okay, next is item 38, case number 24-205, property address of 1214 North H Street. Property owner is 1214 NH Street Land Trust. Officer Dale.
Officer Leticia Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. This is a repeat case number 24-0205. The owner's information has been read into the record. This case was initiated as a field observation on January 31st, 2024. Existing violation is 23.4-11, commercial vehicles and utility trailer on property in a residential area. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on February 1st, 2024, and the certified mail was delivery attempt, notice left. Property was posted at the Property and City Hall on February 5th, 2024. The last re-inspection was on February 23rd, 2024, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. There has been personal contact with the property owner. A fine of $250 per day will be assessed from January 31st, 2024 until date of compliance. The property has been running in fine for 29 days to date at $250 per day, totaling today as of $7,250.
Is the offending vehicle the dump truck or the trailers or both?
Both.
Both, okay. And they're all still there?
There.
Okay. And Respondent is not present. However, the city has proper notice with the notice documents contained in the file. I will find that the property remains in violation as cited, has been in violation since since
January 31st.
thank you, January 31st. I find that this is a repeat violation based on case number 194303, which cited the same violation and found a violation. I will accept the city's recommendation, assess daily fines of $250 per day, beginning January 31st and continuing until the property is complied. At this point, that would be 29 days, which would be $7,250, and continuing until, again, compliance is achieved. Administrative costs of $425.29 are also awarded and due immediately.
Okay, next we're going to go to page 27, item number 95, case number 23-1653. This is a request by the city to vacate an order at 1749 15th Avenue North. Property owners is Alumide Ojo and Yvonne Ojo. Officer Dale.
Officer Leticia Dale with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance, the case number 23-1653. The city is looking to vacate the order as the permit was approved on January 24th, but wasn't issued until January 30th, 2024.
All right, I will sign the appropriate vacate order in that one. It's granted.
Oh, I missed one of yours, didn't I? I just realized that. Okay.
1030 North F.
Where is it? I missed one of hers, but let me find where it is here. Oh, there it is. Okay, let's go to page 8 of the agenda, item 33, case number 23-2081. Property address of 1030 North F Street. Property owner is Elise Ardain. Officer Dale.
Officer Leticia Dale with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance, case number 23-2081. Owner's information has been read into the record. This case was initiated on November 1st, 2023. Existing violations are 2-75.6.2, expired permit number 22-1323, which has been expired since October 2nd, 2022, and 23.2-21, no permit for installation of new windows and doors. A permit was submitted January 10, 2024, but it was disapproved on January 17, 2024, and as of February 26, 2024, there has been no resubmittal. The property was re-inspected on December 12, 2023, and found to be in noncompliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on January 12, 2024, and the certified mail was delivered. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on January 19, 2023. There was a compliance extension given from January 11, 2024 to February 28, 2024. And the last reinspection was on February 26, 2024 and found to be in noncompliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. There has been personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is April 1st, 2024 with a $75 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 1st, 2024.
Respondent is not present at today's hearing, but the city has proper notice with the notice documents in the file. Based on the testimony and the evidence, the property remains in violation as cited. I will set April 1st, 2024 as a compliance deadline, assess daily fines of $75 per day after that until compliance is achieved, and award the city's administrative costs of $425.29 due April 1st.
Okay, we're going to go to page 1 of the agenda, item number 2, case number 13-607. It's a public request for a lien reduction at 209 2nd Avenue North. Case name was 209 Property LLC. The new owner is 209 North LLC, Officer Dorcius, and they've entered into a stipulated agreement.
Greetings, Code Officer Fedleen Dorcius of the City of Lake Worth Beach. Case number and owner's name and address have been read to the record. The City of Lake Worth Beach entered into a stipulated agreement for a lien reduction property owner 209 North LLC, the owner agent of the property described below. that the person executing the stipulated agreement have the authority to enter into this agreement and bind. There's a code enforcement lien on the property located at 209 Second Avenue North in Lake Worth Beach. The owner has otherwise met all requirements of section 2-69.3 and 2-69.3.1 of City Code Ordinance relating to reduction of code enforcement liens. The lien existing to the property totaled to the amount of $7,500, and the owner agrees to pay $750 to settle and release the lien. The city will recommend to the special magistrate that an order be entered reducing the lien to $750, and the owner agrees to make the payment on April 3rd, 2024. If the city does not receive the payment set forth above, the stipulation agreement shall be null and void with no further action taken by the city. An existing lien amount of $7,500 shall be reinstated.
I do have the stipulated agreement for lien reduction in the file. It is in proper form and approved.
Okay, next is item 3, case number 18-719. It's a public request for a lien reduction at 321 North K Street. Property owner is AEE Realty Associates LLC, Officer Dorcius, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
Case number, owner's names are being read into the record. The city of Lake Worth Beach has entered into a stipulated reduction for a lien reduction with AEE Realty Associates LLC, the owner or agent of the property described below. The person executing the stipulated agreement have the authority to enter into this agreement and bind. There's a code enforcement lien on the property located at 321 North K Street in Lake Worth Beach. The owner has otherwise met all requirements, section 2-69.3 and 2-693.1 of the City Code of Ordinance relating to reduction of code enforcement liens. The lien existing in the property totals to $15,000, and the owner agrees to make the payment of $3,000 to settle and release the lien. The city will recommend to the special magistrate that an order be entered reducing the lien to $3,000, and the owner agrees to make the payment no later than April 3rd of 2024. If the city does not receive payment as set forth above, the stipulation agreement shall be null and void with no further actions taken by the city. An existing lien amount of $15,000 shall be reinstated.
I do have the stipulated agreement for lien reduction in the file. It's in proper form and approved.
Okay, next is item 4, case number 21-2754. This is a public request for a lien reduction at 127 South M Street. Property owner is Coral Baptist Church, Inc., Officer Dorcius, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
Owner's name, owner's address, and case numbers already been read into the record. The city of Lake Worth Beach and the property owner, Coral Baptist Church Incorporated, owner of agent of property described below, that the person executing the stipulation agreement have the authority to enter into this agreement and bind. There's a code enforcement lien on the property located at 127 South M Street in Lake Worth Beach. The owner has otherwise met all requirements of section 2-69.3 and 2-693.1 of the City Code Enforcement Lien Code of Ordinance relating to reduction of code enforcement liens. The lien existing on the property totals to $41,250, and the owner agrees to make a payment of $4,125 to settle and release the lien. The city will recommend to the special magistrate that an order be entered reducing the lien to $4,125, and the owner agrees to make this payment no later by April 29th, 2024. If the city does not receive payment as set forth above, the stipulated agreement shall be null and void with no further action taken by the city. An existing lien amount of $41,250 shall be reinstated.
I have reviewed the stipulated agreement for lien reduction in the file. It's in proper form and approved.
Okay, next is item 5, case number 22-1891. It's a public request for a lien reduction at 111 North L Street, unit number 9. Property owner is Gene and Joshua Carhart, Officer Dorcius, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
Owner's name, case number, and owner's address already been read into the record. The city of Lake Worth Beach has entered into a stipulated agreement for a lien reduction with Gene and Joshua Carhart, the owner of the property described below. The person executing the stipulated agreement have the authority to enter into this agreement and bind. There's a code enforcement lien on a property located at 111 North L Street in Lake Worth Beach, Unit 9. The owner otherwise met all requirements of sections 2-6.9 and 2-6.93.1 of City Code of Ordinance relating to reduction of code enforcement liens. The lien existing on property totals to the amount of $5,025, and the owner agrees to make the payment of $502.50 to settle and release the lien. The city will recommend to the special magistrate that an order be entered reducing the lien to $502.50, and the owner agrees to make the payment no later than April 3rd of 2024. If the city does not receive the payment as set forth above, the stipulation agreement shall be null and void with no further action taken by the city. An existing lien of $5,025 shall be reinstated.
I have the stipulated agreement for lien reduction. It's in the file, reviewed in proper form and approved.
Okay, we're gonna go to page 10, item 42, case number 23-1494, property address of 422 North Lakeside Drive. Property owner is Brown Boys LLC, Officer Dorcius.
Case number 23-1494, owner's name, owner's address, already been read into the record. Property location, 422 North Lakeside Drive. This case was initiated from a citizen complaint on April 4th, 2023. Existing violations, 2-75, 6.2 general requirements to please contact the building division and process expired permit number 22-2283 that expired on July 11th of 2023. All other violations have been complied or resolved at this time. Formal notice of violation was issued via certified mail on September 13th, 2023. Certified mail was not received. The property in City Hall was posted on October 4th, 2023. The property last reinspection date was on February 26th, 2024. Photographs of the property has been taken. The city had no personal contact with the owner. Recommendation time for voluntary compliance would be April 30th, 2024, or pay its fine of $75 per day plus administration cost of $425.29 made payable by April 30th, 2024.
Respondent is not present at today's hearing, but the city has proper notice. Based on the testimony and the evidence, find the property remains in violation of City Code 2-75.6.2, but has complied with all other code sections that were cited in the notice. I'll allow till April 30th of 2024 to cure the outstanding violation, assess daily fines of $75 per day after that until compliance is achieved, and award the city's administrative costs of $425.29 due no later than April 30th.
Item 43, case number 23-1495, property address of 526 South K Street. Property owner is Steve Reuter and Karen Whitaker, Officer Dorcius.
Thank you.
Case number 23-1495, owner's name, owner's address are being read into the record. The property location is 526 South K Street. This case was initiated from an internal complaint on August 4th, 2023. Existing violation, 14-32, business license, 14-35, use and occupancy inspection. The inspection number 60476 was conducted on February 21st, 2024. The inspection was disapproved for loose wooden fence panels, damaged wood on the rear detached barn door, replacing missing exterior light bulbs, removing vegetation that's currently growing from the roof or gutters, and processing permit number 21-4769. General requirements 2-75, 6.2. The owner was cited to process permit number 21-4769. That was also mentioned on the use and occupancy inspection, which was disapproved on March 16th, 2022. And also to repair the wooden barn door that was also mentioned during the use and occupancy inspection. All other violations have been complied or resolved at this time. Formal notice of violation was issued via certified mail on September 13th, 2023. Certified mail was not received or returned on October 10th, 2023. The property was posted on property and City Hall was posted on October 2nd, 2023. The last reinspection was on February 27th of 2024. Photographs of the property has been taken. The city had personal contact with the owner as well as the owner's agent via email. The city recommends voluntary compliance by May 29th of 2024, plus administration fee of $425.29 made payable on April 29th, 2023, or to pay its fine of $75 per day. The agent sent an email which was attached in the case file, and it was for you, special magistrate, because he could not be here, so he wanted to explain what's been going on with the property and what they've been doing to comply to violations.
I see that indicates there's an appointment on Monday, March 4th at Mutton Work, as well as the rest of the findings being completed by the end of next week. Schedule the reinspection. Okay, that's been reviewed as well. So respondent is not present. And didn't ask for a continuance. They just wanted to provide that information. So we'll find proper notice. We'll find property remains in violation as cited with the exception of City Code 12-17, which is complied. allow till May 29th, which should be plenty of time based on what the information was provided. And assess $75 per day daily fines after that until compliance is achieved, and award administrative costs of $425.29 due no later than May 29th.
Okay, page 11, item 46, case number 24-66. Property address of 202 South Ocean Breeze, Unit 1, Winkle Bearish Holdings LLC is the property owner. Officer Dorcius.
Case number 24-66, owner's name, owner's address are being read into the record. Property location 202 South Ocean Breeze, Unit 1. This case was initiated from internal license complaint on January 9th, 2024. Existing violations 14-32 business license and 14-35 use and occupancy inspection. Inspection number 53686 was conducted on February 8th, 2024, but it was disapproved for windows in the living room and bedroom not operable. So the owner was decided to repair and is scheduled the next inspection. Formal notice of violation was issued via certified mail on January 17th, 2024. Certified mail was received on January 23rd, 2024. Property in City Hall was posted on January 24th of 2024. The last inspection was on February 27th of 2024. Photographs of the property has been taken. The city did not have personal contact with the owner, but they did meet with the tenant at the time of the use and occupancy inspection. The recommendation time for voluntary compliance would be April 30th, 2024. A pay of fine $75 per day, plus the admin cost of $425.29 may pay by April 30th, 2024.
Respondent is not present. City has proper notice with the notice documents in the file based on the testimony and the evidence. Property remains in violation as cited. Compliance is set for April 30th of 2024, $75 per day daily fines after that until compliance is achieved. Administrative costs of $425.29 are awarded and due no later than April 30th.
Okay, we're going to go to page 4 of the agenda. Item number 16, case number 23-1776. Property address is 1205 North L Street. Property owner is Robert J. White, Officer Bryant, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
Okay. The city of Lake Worth Beach has entered into a stipulated agreement with the property owner Robert White J. or agent for the owner of the property described below, that the person signing the stipulated agreement have the authority to enter into the stipulation and bind, that the violation exists at the owner's property located at 1205 North L Street, Lake Worth Beach, that the owner is granted until March 28th, 2024 to obtain compliance as specified in Exhibit A. Owner understands and agrees that he will not be entitled to an extension of time to correct the violations. And
Oh, no, you're fine.
this is Code Officer Juliana Bryant. That if the owner does not correct the violations and bring the property into compliance with the code section cited in Exhibit A by the date set forth in Section 3 above, a fine of $50 per day will be assessed. That the owner understands that the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance Officer will re-inspect the property to verify whether the necessary work has been completed to correct the violation in Exhibit A.
The stipulated agreement is in the file. It is properly executed and initialed and is in proper form and approved.
Okay, next we're going to go to page 5, item 19, case number 23-1978. Property address of 1101 North Ocean Breeze. Property owner is Audra Sinkus, Officer Bryant, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
Right. Code Officer Juliana Bryant. The City of Lake Worth Beach has entered into a stipulated agreement with the property owner Sinicus Audrius or agent for the owner of the property described below, that the person signing the stipulated agreement have the authority to enter into the stipulation and bind, that the violations exist at the owner's property located at 1101 North Ocean Breeze, Lake Worth Beach, that the owner is granted until June 28th, 2024 to obtain compliance as specified in Exhibit A. Owner understands and agrees that he will not be entitled to an extension of time to correct the violations and agrees that he will not request same. That if the owner does not correct the violations and bring the property into compliance with the code sections cited in Exhibit A by the date set forth in Section 3 above, a fine of $50 per day will be assessed. That the owner understands that the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance Officer will re-inspect the property to verify whether the necessary work has been completed to correct the violation in Exhibit A.
I do have the stipulated agreement in the file. I have reviewed it. It's in proper form and approved.
Okay, item 20, case number 23-2005, property address of 1630 North J Street. Property owner is Christopher M. Prasad. Officer Bryant.
The owner's name, owner's address, and case number has been read into the record. The case was initiated on 10/27/2023 as a field observation. Existing violations are 14-32 for please apply for and obtain a City of Lake Worth Beach business license. Prasad Christopher. 14-35, please contact our code division to schedule and pass a use and occupancy inspection. Prasad Christopher. 23.2-21, apply for, obtain, and pick up a permit for brick pavers laid near driveway. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on 10/20/2023. Certified mail received on 11/22/2023. Posted at property and at City Hall 11/16/2023. Property was re-inspected. Last re-inspection was on 2/28/2024. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violations. I have had personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is April 1st, 2024, or fine $75 per day. Administrative costs $425.29 to be paid by April 1st, 2024. And this is Code Officer Juliana Bryant.
And 2-75.6.2 was complied.
Yes, sir.
All right, respondent is not present at today's hearing, but the city has proper notice with the notice documents in the file based on testimony and the evidence. Property remains in violation as cited, except for City Code 2-75.6.2, which complied. Allowed till April 1st to cure the outstanding violations. After that, assessed daily fines of $75 per day until compliance is achieved, and award administrative costs of $425.29 due no later than April 1st.
Okay, next is item 21, case number 23-2096, property address of 1825 North K Street. Property owner is Robert and Shahar Pash. Officer Bryant.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant. The case number, owner's address, and owner's name have been read into the record. The case was initiated on 11/3/2023 as a field observation. Existing violations are 14-32, please apply for and obtain a City of Lake Worth Beach business license. And 14-35, please contact our code division to schedule and pass a use and occupancy inspection. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on 11/6/2023. Certified mail received on 11/17/2023. Posted at property and at City Hall 11/16/2023. Last re-inspection was on 2/28/2024, found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violations. I have not had personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is March 28th, 2024, or fine $75 per day. Administrative costs $425.29 to be paid by March 28th, 2024.
They complied with most of this stuff.
Yes.
All right, the respondent is not present, but the city has proper notice with the notice documents in the file. Based on the testimony and the evidence, property remains in violation of city codes 14-32 and 14-35. All other code sections that were cited in the notice have complied. March 28th, 2024 is the compliance deadline for the outstanding violations. Daily fines of $75 per day are assessed afterwards until compliance is achieved. Administrative costs are awarded $425.29 due March 28th.
Okay, we're going to go to page 6 of the agenda, item 23, case number 23-2111, property address of 1813 North L Street. Property owner is Guy E. Melcher, Officer Bryant.
Wrong file? Okay.
That was my fault.
Trajan.
There are no, oh, the files.
Yeah.
Oh, put them on. Did I miss one?
That's done. There you go.
All right, Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case number, address, and name have already been read into the record. The case was initiated on 11/7/2023 as a field observation. The existing violations of the case are 12-18 trash and debris. Please remove all trash and debris from property to include the rear of property. 2-75.6.2, please repair all areas of the fascia that are damaged. 2-75.6.2 B4, overgrown grass, weeds, and landscape. Please cut such trim over all overgrown landscape, weeds, and grass of property. 23.6-1, landscape regulations. Please remove all landscape debris from entire property to include the rear of property closest to the alley. Issued courtesy notice for violation hearing on 11/8/2023, re-inspected on 11/29/2023, found to be in non-compliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on 11/29/2023, certified mail received on 12/6/2023, posted at property and at City Hall 12/4/2023. Last re-inspection was on 2/28/2024, found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violations. I have not had personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is March 28th, 2024, or fine $50 per day. Administrative costs $425.29 to be paid by March 28th, 2024.
So the fence violation is cured and the outdoor storage as well?
Yes, sir.
All right. Respondent is not present at today's hearing, but the city has proper notice with the notice documents contained in the file. Based on the testimony and the evidence, find the property remains in violation as cited, except for City Code 23.4-19 and 23.4-4, both of which complied. Allow till March 28th, 2024 to cure the remaining violations. Assess daily fines of $50 per day until compliance is achieved after that. And assess and award the city's administrative costs of $425.29. Also due no later than March 28th.
Okay, we're going to go to page 7 of the agenda, item number 28, case number 23-2186, property address of 1402 North Federal Highway. Property owner is Andrew J. and Pamela B. Alba. Officer Bryant.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant. The case number, address, and name have been read into the record. Case was initiated on 11/21/2023 as a field observation. Existing violations of the case are 12-18 trash and debris. Please remove all trash and debris from entire property premises to include all unattached chain link fence sections and wooden fence panel / wooden debris. 2-75.6.2. Please remove all dirt, mildew buildup from all areas of property as needed to include entire main structure, walkways, and shutters of structure. Please repaint all areas of structure with chipping and peeling paint. Please repair or replace all damaged AC units on main structure. Permit may be required. Please contact the building division for more questions and information regarding permits. Please repair all damaged areas of exterior walls of main structure. 2-75.6.2 B4. Please cut such trim all overgrown landscape, grass, and weeds of property to include rear of property closest to alley. And 2-75.6.6, please remove / lift all boards and shutters and awnings from windows of structure within 5 days as it is a fire safety hazard. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on 11/22/2023, certified mail received on 12/1/2023, posted at property and at City Hall 11/29/2023. Last re-inspection was on 2/28/2024. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violations. I have not had personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is March 5th, 2024 for fire safety requirements. And April 1st, 2024 for remaining violations or pay $50 in fines per day. Administrative costs $425.29 to be paid by for April 1st, 2024.
All right, the respondent is not present at today's hearing, but city has proper notice with the notice documents in the file. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I will find the property remains in violation as cited. This will be a bifurcated order. I'll allow until April 1st to cure all of the violations except 2-75.6.6. I'll allow till March 5th to cure 2-75.6.6. If either of those compliance deadlines are not met, daily fines of $50 per day are assessed until compliance is achieved. City is awarded administrative costs of $425.29. Will make the April 1st date the due date for those.
Okay, item 29, case number 23-2195, property address of 1109 North J Street. Property owner is Valley View 1114 LLC. Officer Bryant.
All right, Code Officer Juliana Brandt for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case number, owner's name and address have been read into the record. Case was initiated on 11/27/2023 as a field observation. The existing violations of the property are 12-18 for trash and debris. Please remove all trash and debris from entire property. 2-75.6.2 B4. Please cut/trim all overgrown landscape grass and weeds of property. 23.66-1 for landscape regulations. Please remove all landscape debris from entire property. 23.4-18 portable storage units. Please remove all portable storage pods from property as they are prohibited. 23.4-7, please repair all cracks in the pavement of lot. Permit may be required. Contact the building division for questions regarding permits. Please repair or replace all broken or damaged wheel stops on property. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on 11/27/2023. Certified mail received on 12/4/2023. Posted at property and at City Hall 12/4/2023. Last re-inspection was on 2/28/2024. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violations. I have not had personal contact with the property owner. Recommendation time, the city's recommendation time is March 5th, 2024 for pods, for the storage pods, and April 29th, 2024 for the rest of the violations, or fine $100 per day. Administrative costs $425.29 to be paid by April 29th, 2024.
Other than the, I guess that's,
I'm sorry, what case number is this? What case file did she give you? 2220 or 2195?
I'm looking at 2195.
Okay.
2195, yes.
Is this lot developed other than the slab on, or the concrete or asphalt or whatever? So it's just,
Yeah, 1109 North J Street.
that's what it looked like. And they just loaded it up with pods.
Yeah, no, it's a window and door company.
I think 5 days, except for the driveway.
Everything was fine.
Everything's
On this
Okay.
one, that's why I was confused which case we had.
Alrighty, got it. So
Okay, shouldn't have drawn through it then.
the city's recommendation time is March 5th, 2024 for pods, trash and debris, overgrown landscape debris, and April 1st for the permit for the parking lot. Administrative costs $425.29 to be paid by April 29th, 2024.
So April 1st for the
Oh, no.
permit and March 5th for everything else.
April 29th for the permit. My apologies.
Sorry, April 29th.
Yes, sir.
Got that wrong. All right, so April 29th for 23.4-7, which is the parking lot. March fifth for everything else.
Yes.
5 days to do it.
Mhm. Okay. After I mark through it, I'll have to resend that.
All right,
Yeah, just the vacant.
that's what it looked like, and they just loaded it up with, geez. All right. Well, respondent is not present, but the city has proper notice with the notice documents in the file. Based on the testimony and the evidence, property remains in violation as cited. Gonna allow till March fifth to cure all the violations except for 23.4-7. I'll allow till April 29th to cure 23.4-7. If either of those deadlines are not met, daily fines of $100 per day are assessed until compliance is achieved. City's administrative costs are awarded in the amount of $425.29. Also, we'll make the April 29th compliance date the administrative cost payment due date as well.
Okay, next is item 30, case number 23-2220. Property address of 1114 North Dixie Highway. Property owner is Valley View 1114 LLC. Officer Bryant.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case number, owner's name and address have been read into the record. Case was initiated on 11/30/2023 as a field observation. The existing violations of the property are 14-32. Please apply for and obtain a City of Lake Worth Beach business license for Valley View 1114 LLC. 14-35, please contact our code division to schedule and pass a use and occupancy inspection for Valley View 1114 LLC. 2-75.6.2, general requirements. Please remove all dirt and mildew buildup from all areas of property as needed to include walkways, pavement, and fascia. 23.4-18 for portable storage units. Please remove all portable storage units from all areas of property as they are prohibited. 23.4-4, fences, walls, and gates. Please repair missing panels from white wooden fence in the front of structure closest to North Dixie Highway. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on 11/30/2023. Certified mail received on 12/6/2023. Posted at property and at City Hall 12/4/2023. Last reinspection was on 2/28/2024, found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violations. I have not had personal contact with the property owner. The recommendation time of the city is March 5th, 2024 for the portable storage pods and April 1st, 2024 for all of the other violations. Administrative costs $425.29 to be paid by April 1st, 2024.
The weeds 2-75.6.2 B4 complied.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, respondent is not present at today's hearing, but the city has proper notice with the notice documents contained in the file. Based on the testimony and the evidence, property remains in violation as cited with the exception of City Code 2-75.6.2 B4 regarding weeds that has complied. For City Code 23.4-18 regarding the portable storage unit, I'll require compliance by March 5th, 2024. For all other violations, I will allow until April 1st for compliance. If either of those deadlines are not met, daily fines of $100 per day are assessed until compliance is achieved. Administrative costs are awarded in the amount of $425.29 due no later than April 1st.
Okay, we're going to go to page 27 of the agenda, item 97, case number 23-1728. Property address is 325 Wellesley Drive. Property owner is Lori Lane. This is a request by the city to vacate a previous order. Officer Bryant.
The city officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The city is requesting to vacate the order finding violation and assessing fine and claim of lien recorded at official records book 34826 at pages 1400 through 1401 and filed on 2/13/2024.
All right, I'll sign the appropriate vacate order that's granted.
Okay, let's see, where are we
There you
going
go.
to next? We have a reduction. Okay, we're going to go to page 2 of the agenda. Item number 6, case number 22-1977. This is a public request for a lien reduction at 913 Cochran Drive. Property owner is Sway 2014-1 Bar LLC, Supervisor Hicks, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
Bobby Hicks with the City of Lake Worth Beach. The person executing a stipulated agreement has the authority to enter into this agreement and bind all respective parties to the terms located herein. There is a code enforcement lien on the property located at 913 Cochran Drive. The owner does not have any other properties in the city that have active code compliance cases. The owner has otherwise met all requirements of section 2-69.3 and section 2-69.3.1 of the city's code of ordinances. The lien existing on the property totals $9,675, and the owner agrees to pay $967.50 to settle and release the lien. The city will recommend to the special magistrate the order entered to the reducing the lien to $967.50, and the owner agrees to make payment by March 29th of 2024. If the city does not receive payment set forth date above, the stipulated agreement shall be null and void with no further action taken by the city, and the existing lien amount of $9,675 shall be reinstated.
All right, I have the stipulated agreement for lien reduction in the file. It's reviewed in proper form and approved.
Okay, we're going to go to page 12, item 48, case number 23-1924. Property address is 2224 10th Avenue North. Property owner is Acall Properties LLC, Supervisor Hicks.
Yeah.
Bobby Hicks with the City of Lake Worth Beach. Case number, owner's name and address have been read into the record. Case was initiated on 10/6 of 2023 for following violations of 12-18 to remove all garbage, trash, and debris from entire property. 2-75.6.2 swimming pool shall be maintained in a clean and sanitary condition. 23.4-4 temporary construction fence. Wind screening shall be substantially enough to avoid rips and tears due to wind or sun. Screening shall be maintained in a good condition at all times. The complied violations were 23.2-21, the removal of the storage containers. And we also want to put on record for finding a fact for Code Ordinance 2-75.6.2 that the premises and the exterior property shall be maintained from free of weeds, plant growth excessive of 12 inches, and all noxious weeds shall be prohibited. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on 10/10 of 2023. Certified mail was received on 10/13 of 2023. I posted a property in City Hall on 10/11 of 2023. Property was last re-inspected on 2/26 of 2024 and still to be in violation. Photographs of the property have been taken to show the violations. We did have personal contact and several meetings with the property owner. The city's recommendation time for the violations that are still active is March 11th of 2024, or fines of $100 per day, plus the administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by March 11th, 2024.
On the finding of fact, can you just tell me when it came into compliance and when the notice of violation required that?
Oh, I just closed my computer.
It should be on your,
Hang on. Is it in here?
it's in there. Look at the notice, bottom right-hand side. Is when the notice was sent out.
Oh, the notice was sent out on.
And how many days did the notice give?
Well, no, yeah, the notice was sent out 10/10.
Because the notice was sent out October 10th, and the notice gave them 14 days, so way past.
And when did it come into compliance?
When I did my last inspection, I signed with you.
This month? Okay, so that's way after the, okay, so then it'll be, all right.
Multiple times at the property, we just want to.
Okay. Okay, so respondent is not present. However, the city has proper notice with the notice documents in the file. Based on the testimony and the evidence, I will find the property remains in violation as cited, except for 23.2-21, which complied. Also 2-75.6.2B4 complied, but not within the time frame specified in the notice of violation. So we'll make a finding of fact on that one. And if it happens again, that can be cited as a repeat. For the remaining violations that are outstanding, March 11th, 2024 is the compliance deadline. Daily fines of $100 per day are assessed after that until compliance is achieved. And the city's administrative costs of $425.29 are also awarded and due no later than March 11th.
Okay, going back to page 27, item 96, case number 20-2368. It's a request by the city to vacate an order at 825 Cochran Drive. Property owner Serena Doss and Florine Doss, Supervisor Hicks.
Bobby Hicks, City of Lake Worth Beach. The city has requested to vacate the order finding violation, assessing fine and claim on the lien for 23.2-21 for a building permit for property address 825 Cochran Drive.
Is anybody else in the room a fan of the book or the movie Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil?
I've seen the movie, but I have not.
Serena Dawes is a character.
Oh.
And that's an unusual name, and that's a character
Oh,
in the
wow.
book, and it's based on a true story. So
Hmm.
kind of interesting. At any rate, the vacate order is granted. Do I need to sign the one in the file?
No, I have a separate one for you, sir.
Yeah, I'm quite certain it's not, but it's just that it's an unusual name.
Okay, Krista Simmons, Compliance Admin Manager, City of Lake Worth Beach. The city is requesting authorization of foreclosure on the following cases. None of them at this time are homesteaded, and all of the orders have been recorded for more than 90 days. Case number 12-2842, case number 19-1768, case number 22-330, case number 22-1145, case number 22-1481, case number 22-1786, case number 22-1957, case number 22-2153, and case number 22-2304.
Closure authorization is granted on all of those. Is there anything else for the good of the order before we adjourn?
No, sir, that would be all.
I think we've handled everything on the agenda. It is 12:21, which is remarkable for us.
Awesome.
And we stand adjourned.